comrades, today is April 2nd, 2026, and the current time is 1918. The Institute would like to announce the opening of a brand new prison building, to be guarded by our Amentum comrades, to house individuals that we may have accidentally captured on our expeditions. The Institute would like to emphasize that these are always accidental captures. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Hello. I can't believe we're playing the funny prison game. I put this on the list of potential games that maybe we'd stream at some point multiple times, and I guess today's the day it finally beat out the other game, because the other option was probably gonna be, well, everyone's favorite funny space game. You know what I'm talking about, Star Sector. But nope, today it's gonna be Prison Architect, a game where we make a prison and we're the architect. Literally exactly what it says on the tin, so make of that what you will. Anyways, how are all of you doing? It's time for the last day of the week that exists for streams, because as we all know, when I disappear, time doesn't actually flow and time only resumes once I return. Solely how this works, right? Also, how are all of you doing? Hi, Zoingo and Funbound and Immortal, who I know is lurking around somewhere, and Zeoposer and Goldenrod and Sun, and congrats to Sun for being first. I'm surprised Ray's not here, but I think Ray might have fallen asleep, because this is one of her favorite games, unironically, so we'll see if she shows up. But anyways, we're playing Prison Architect. I need to emphasize, I do not own all the DLC for this game. There's actually a lot of DLC for this game that I don't own, so we're just going to work with what I have. Anyways, how have you been? Hi, Exonia. Oh, I forget you can do like all these filters. We're not going to do... does this do anything? Oh, God. Maybe I shouldn't have pressed that button. Okay, I think we're okay, maybe. I have no idea what I just did. Anyways, apparently I never finished all the campaigns, so we're not going to do that. We're going to make a new prison. Because I have... By the way, did you know this game has a zombies DLC for some reason? I don't know why, but there's a literal DLC called Prison Architect Undead. And it's literally just... You have to fight off the zombies while you're also trying to maintain your prison. I don't know why it exists, but it exists. And whoever made it, whatever they're on, I want to find out. So... Another fun fact, did you know this game is also kind of maintained by the powers that be at Paradox Interactive? One of the major issues, unfortunately, with the game is... well, they bought the property, right? They bought the property of... Oh, shoot. Oh, let's check something real fast, because I actually am missing a bunch of stuff, so I'm just going to make this... We're going to go with a medium size... world, I think should be fine. And then why don't we go for, we're gonna do a, I'll do an island map. How do I do an island map? That should be fine. Oh my gosh, hello there. Hi, Irish fighter, how are you doing, comrade? Oh my gosh, I have to quickly someone do the shout out thingy. Thank you for doing it. I assume it was probably you, Zongo. But how was your stream? Guten Tag. What were you playing? How was your stream? Prison Architect? Oh, well, yes. Yeah, I haven't played Prison Architect in forever, so I am playing some Prison Architect. I appreciate the raid, though. Very, very much. Especially since I just started the stream, so... Big thankies from... Spankies. Prison Architect. Yeah, but also, hello there, other people who are here, like TNB Command and, Jonesy. If you don't know who I am, my name is Oak. I play funny strategy games. That's usually my shtick. So... I do play some Star Sector. It sounds like you're playing Star Sector. You got a rate of 157 people. Ooh, congratulations. Hopefully a lot of them stuck around to watch your Star Sector adventures. How did that pan out? Okay, hold on. Just need to turn a bunch of these things. But yeah, I appreciate the raid. Hopefully... Okay, let's just do medium. They did it. Okay. You had the 70 for like 30, and then for the soldier. Okay, 5 battles of Midway. Oh, you're fighting to defend the SBR. I love it. Fantastic. Keep doing that. You got to hold the line. I think I do love playing SBR stuff, so I'm glad that you're having a lot of fun with that. Okay, so I think what we do... How do I actually do this? Okay, so what we're gonna do is... There's a lot of settings here that I don't remember what's the correct one to play. Taxman wanted Midway. Oh, got it. All right. I mean, when I ever play too, that's also the main thing where I'm trying to hold Midway as long as possible because I don't want to lose Midway. I love holding Midway as long as I can. Well, I also just love helping out the weeaboo anime factions, so as I am a hyper weeb, so I am going to always align with whatever anime faction exists. Hi, Graywind, how are you? How have you been? Are you sad that Star Sector didn't win? It's okay, maybe in the future Star Sector can win. Alright, we're gonna pick our characters real quick, because I don't remember how setting this up works. Okay, so we're gonna do connected islands. And then we'll do dynamic reputations. And then I think we'll do cleared for transfer. We could also allow ourselves to deal with criminally insane inmates. I guess I'll turn that on. And then we'll have a decent amount of funds to work with. I think we'll start with like 50,000. We'll also have weather and the legacy gang system, because I don't have the gangs DLC. I don't actually know. Dynamic reputations is fine. I think most of these Fog of War I probably turn on. I love my character model quite unique. So, well, I appreciate it. This is actually not my normal model. This is the well, it's the one I use most of the time nowadays, but I actually have a high-res model that I use most of the time. Let me just pull it up real quick. So I actually have two models. Fun fact. I have this one, which is the more high resolution, the typical VTuber. Hey, look at me. I'm the best character to ever exist. But it's a little older. So most of the time I actually just stick to the nice pixelated version, because I think everyone likes to see the retro pixel look instead. And it has a lot more expressions and buttons to press, so that's why we use this one a little bit more. Okay, let's see. I think we'll add events, and then I guess we'll do escape plans, and then I don't know what else we want to do. I guess we could add Fog of War. You lose visibility unless you have guards or CCTV. Is that how normally it works? I can't remember. I thought that's how this normally operates. I guess we'll turn on Fog of War. That sounds like it should be the way it works, right? I'm not going to add any of these. And then we won't add the failure conditions. I think everything else, I don't think I want to deal with temperature or staff needs, meaning they will require food, rest, or other comforts in order to do their jobs properly. So you have to feed your staff. I guess that makes sense, right? You would need to feed the staff. I think this is okay. I have no idea if this is like the correct way to play the game. And then let's see. We'll also change our... Okay, these are fine. So I use VTube Studio to operate the model, and you can either use a webcam with that or an iPhone to do all the facial tracking. So I use an iPhone XS, or XR, whichever the cheaper one was from that generation. I think back then they were about like $150 used on eBay, but nowadays I'm pretty sure they're like way more expensive. It has a lot better tracking than just using a webcam. Trust me on that when I say it. I've done the research. And then I commissioned someone to make this model for me based on a character design that I had drawn up a long time ago, and that's how I look like this. That's literally it. Okay, we can also choose a different warden. They all have different effects. The lobbyist, Rita. Okay, why don't we just do basic, and then we can pick one of these dogs to use. I think for our place, our dogs will be, let's see. I guess all of our dogs are actually this Doge dog, sure. And then, okay, I have no idea how this is gonna pan out, but I guess we'll see. I don't know how this is gonna work. I haven't played this. I have to emphasize, I have not played this game for a very long time. Can I not actually expand the island? Is this it? Do I just get one? Oh my god, the UI is so tiny. Can I make this bigger? I cannot see the UI. Oh my god, there's no way to make the UI bigger. Who will approve this? Is there no way to actually make the UI bigger? Oh my god. Hold on. There's got to be a way to make this bigger, right? Hold on. Prison, architect, bigger UI. Control and hitting plus. Okay, so if I hold control and plus. Oh my god, oh wait. Oh my god, thank god I can make the UI actually big. Okay, this is more readable. Thank the Lord. Not very good for the back. Good morning. You're sleeping on your phone. Are you like, what is that story? The princess who slept on the pea and you just feel it all the time? Is that like what you're doing now? Yeah, welcome. You're welcome to the prison game. I thought I set connected islands instead of one big island. Hold on. Connected island plot. How do I make this different? Oh, okay. So what I want to do is we're going to change this, but I want it to be a island. Just a lone island that they have to use a boat to arrive onto our prison. Okay. Am I able to expand this later on? I actually don't remember how this works. Do we want to try this? Do we want to have a boat, or do we want to be connected to an island by... Yeah. Do we want to be connected by bridge, or do we want to force everyone to come in via boat? That's a very interesting option that we have. Also, is there music in this game? I cannot remember if this game actually has any music. This game's like weirdly quiet. Crank this up a little bit. By the way, to answer the question about mods, because I know Zungo asked this, I am running a bunch of mods. There's a mod that adds like a bajillion bug fixes. Because unfortunately the game was released out to Paradox Interactive. Like at some point the original developers just sold it to Paradox, and Paradox was in the middle of working on... They are currently in the middle of developing Prison Architect 2, but the last news we got about that was in 2024, and as far as anyone knows, the game's just maybe coming out if we're lucky at some point eventually, but we just don't know. Part of it is because maybe I think they had to like redo a bunch of the game because they didn't like where it was going, or like what they were developing, which is like odd. I don't really know what's gonna happen, and I'm like, I hope it comes out because it's gonna be 3D instead of like this 2D design. So I'm like, oh, okay, that could be really cool. That's gonna be really sick. Like, I'm excited for that, but it's gonna take forever. All right. Island will be surrounded by water. You know, let's try island. That sounds more fun. I think that'll be interesting. So if we're lucky, it'll come out at some point in our lifetimes. Otherwise, Paradox might be shelving it like they shelved their Life by You. Because at this point, who knows? Okay, that is way... You know what? That's... You know what? Ooh. I'm debating if I like this. It's kind of neat. Hold on. So, what if we do... Hold on, what if I try the same settings, but I set it to... So I think you can buy your expansions later on. What if we just do like a normal connected plot? Maybe we don't have boats. Why don't we just do... We have a bridge, but it's an island. You know what? That's weird. Okay, so we'd have to ferry them across over there. Do we even have that as a technology we can research? Is that a thing we're allowed to research? I don't remember how this works. Okay. You might have noticed there's not exactly a lot of room to work with here. I'm pretty sure we can buy the expansions later. I don't remember how. Water in Prison Architect? Yeah, what's wrong with the water? I like water-based designs, although we're not going to have a lot of room for our prisoners, which is the biggest concern I have. All right, how do I actually build the prison? It's been so long since I've had to do this. Oh, you can build islands. Okay, cool. So you can just decide, I want to build an island, and the game's going to be like, yeah, sure, you can do that. Oh my god. Oh, shoot, it actually... Oh no, I actually ordered the island to be made. I don't think I can cancel this. It's just... Okay, Alright, why don't we do this? Why don't we do a boat-based... Why don't we do an island that they have to come in with boats? I think that'll be interesting to try out, okay? Let's try this concept out. And then let's build the coolest, very normal, that is... Okay, but the problem is they still need to be able to cross over there. Okay. So, how do we get across to the other island? Because I'm not seeing a way to cross this easily. I'm gonna need a bridge. Do you know what I'm not seeing? Bridges. Oh god, you can make a... You can make stepping stones out of pallets? Why? Okay. Okay, so probably the correct thing to do is we have to have a dock, right? Ferry docks run parallel between islands. There must be landmass parallel. Okay. This seems unnecessarily difficult. Okay, wait, so where do they even arrive from? Dock at your prison, ferry new prisoners, deliver supplies. Okay. Alright, so here's my thinking. So you have an actual... Okay, so what if we put down a dock here, right? And then we're gonna need to find a way to ferry them across. But I don't know how to ferry them across, which is the weirdest part. I maybe have jumped into this a little too difficultly. Right, because there needs to be a way for them to cross over, short of building a bridge. Which, I don't think I have a bridge technology. The problem is that, don't you need, like... Maybe this is a little excessive. Maybe I've jumped into this a little... Maybe I bit off more than I could chew. Because then you can just ferry from one island to the other island? Let's have a parallel landmass to travel to. So you still have to customize the landmass. So no, you have to bridge across. You have to basically just build like a really garbage land bridge until it can be built out, and then it's okay. Something like this. All right, I guess we're just gonna do that because at least this gets it started. Yeah, so we have to build the bridge, which I think they just did instantly. Okay, then we have access to the boat dock. Okay, so good. Okay, this is working out. Okay, so now we can actually build the rest of this. Can I... okay, logistics, transport menu allows to control purpose of this boat dock. Okay, so logistics, transport menu. I don't have the logistics screen yet, so that's fun. You need prison labor. So we need to research things. Okay, we need a bureaucracy. Okay, let's do this first. Here's how to deal with criminally insane inmates. Basically, they are just good luck, is what it says. Also, you need psychiatrists and orderlies. And then, congratulations on completing your basic introduction. Okay. Okay, here we go. Islands. You will need boats and helicopters to provide transportation services and determine their purposes. Make sure docks are built with a clear shipping lane for boats to come and go. Special ferry docks can be built to link islands together, as well as bridges and stepping stones. You can now be protected with elite ops units. Okay, that's new. And then you can customize whatever each one does. Landscaping, okay. Contraband can still arrive on boats, but we're providing you some new scanners. Okay, cool. All right, so first and foremost, the prisoners are arriving in about 23 hours, and we're already getting a bunch of medium security prisoners, so why don't we get this done? By the way, I really wish I could name prisoners after people, but that's not an option in the game, which is a little tragic. That'd be kind of neat, but alas, the game does not allow such a thing. Okay, how are we doing this? What do prisoners need, right? They need a cell, right? Okay, here's the question. Are we making a nice prison, or are we making one of the prisons of all time? We could do like a very simple, you know, this cell has, you know, it has 4 people, a little cramped in there. That's just a holding cell, which I think we'll just skip the holding cells and we'll just go straight for the other nicer cells. Okay, so let me plan this out. So first of all, they're gonna arrive, right? And then they need to be able to, let's plan this. Okay. At the very least, you have a pathway here, right? And then they need to go through screening. So you'd probably build a building. Okay, let's say the prisoners arrive here, right? So they need to go through screening. And then I think after screening, you can let them out. Because I think what we'll do is we'll do multiple buildings. I think would be a kind of an interesting design. Instead of having like mega buildings, we'll have multiple smaller cell units, I guess would be the best way to describe it. So in that case, I think let's say you put 2 prisoners to a room and you still need like a little bit of a door. What are the chances of the prisoners trying to swim out as soon as they land? Is that something I want to test? Okay, so I think here I think what I would do would be our offices. I want to keep this dock open. And then I think we'd probably put the first set of prison buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something around here I think would be the first set of prison yards. I think would be correct. Or I'm sorry, the prisoner cells. I don't know how big this has to be though. But at the very least, let's at least design this. So we would need... I don't know how I feel about that. That seems cramped, right? Or it's not cramped enough. Okay, I have an idea. Let's do this. How do I... Okay. So we're gonna make this out of concrete, because why would we use bricks? However, also, anyone who I haven't said hi to, hopefully you're doing okay. I know I'm saying a lot of words right now. There's no, like, music in the game, which is really tragic. I wish there was more sounds, but why is there an oriental wall? I think we'll do, like, min-sec walls. We'll just kind of sort by the colors, probably easier to manage. Oh, you have to build the, this first, which is also kind of annoying. So, why don't we do... We can do like that, right? Another stack. That's 3. That's 4. So at the very least, we know we can get 4 in. And then we'll put a nice door here. Yeah, I think that's reasonable, probably. All right, let's just get it. Let's just see it built out. Oh, it needs an entrance, right? I need a door. I don't know which one of these is a door. Okay, doors are here. But anyways, yeah. You know what? I think we need music. I'm gonna find some music real quick because I don't want to listen to just the sound of my voice. I need BGM to give myself feeling. Let's use... Well, what's a good video game soundtrack in this day and age? Do I just want to use SimCity again? I could have sworn this game had an OST. SimCity... No. The Sims 2... No, Sims 1 OST. There we go. Let's go for the classics. Just really have the full Americana aesthetic going on here. Okay. Hello, Nahil. How are you doing, comrade? Okay, so I think this is probably fine. I think what we would do... The way I would design this realistically is... Well, let's get this built out. And then... At the very least, I'm gonna need this building here. Put a brick wall like this. They can come in and get processed. I just started. I have no idea what I'm doing. I need to emphasize that very strongly. I do not know what I'm doing. I am gonna try to figure out what I'm doing. Let's get these built out, and then let's get some pathways built. They're gonna need doors, so probably put a double door. Here's the music's not playing. There we go. So my logic is that the prisoners will arrive here, they go through screening, and then they'll be allocated to where they need to go after that. The question is, I'm not sure how I want to design that. I think I actually made this a little too big, so let's just... let's build a foundation about, like, 1 tile lower than this. I need more space. Okay, oh my gosh. I also need to make sure I'm not burning through all my money, because I have a very limited quantity of funds. We don't even have grants yet. We need daily cash flow. We have transfers coming in. Oh boy, it's gonna be rough. Okay, so here we go. Basic detention center. Okay, so advance payment $20,000. As long as we can build holding cells, showers, yards, kitchen. Okay, so that's gonna be a little rough. And then the admin center. I guess we'll do the basic detention center in a bit. There we go. We're getting more workers coming in. They're coming on the boat. So I guess the main thing is that your items that you request will only come in every now and again. So keep that in mind as we're building this out. Okay, and then these will need an entrance of some kind. Did I not put a foundation here? I thought I did. Okay. So, doors. Everyone loves doors. Okay, so... You enter through the prison, and the first thing you see is a... Let's see here. Oh my gosh, is this not... There's no double door. Is there no double? I guess we'll use... Oh, it's the large doors, right? I guess we would use... I guess a large door would make the most sense here, right? I don't think there's any issues using large jail doors like this, so we'll see how this pans out. I'd rather just use a standard door, but I guess it keeps the prisoners kind of locked in. And then this is going to be the more... This is the more administrative building. And then this is going to be the prison proper. Problems I don't have a holding cell yet, which is a bit of a problem. These workers aren't working fast. If I need more, give me more workmen. More sacrifices. More manual laborers to build me my glorious prison. Because otherwise, this prison's not going to be ready in the 16 hours I need. Can I just actually pause? No. Here. Okay. I can stop all prison intake. I forgot that's a thing we're allowed to do. So why don't we have all of our prisoners be min-sec for now. And then we'll slowly ramp up to medium and then high sec and all that other stuff. Because there's a lot of things you need to build before this is even functional. Like, did you know if you don't have cool things like electricity, the prisoners are kind of unhappy with you, so maybe we should make electricity? Perhaps, you know, it's probably something that they would like very much, just having electricity available to them. Actually, I have an idea. I have another funny idea. We can really do something silly here. Oh my gosh, hi Nextro. Listen to this. Oh, it didn't say anything. Okay, hi Nextro, how are you? How are you doing, Nextro? Welcome to the funny game. How have you been? Welcome to I attempt to build a very nice prison that's not gonna be very nice once I'm done with this thing. I appreciate the resub though. Thanks for it. I appreciate the funny money. Okay. So I think you put a jail door, right? I don't like any of these. I guess you could put a security door. Remote door, which would be nice if we could afford it. So I think we'll just put a standard jail door, because what I need is I need a way for them to come in here. Let's extend this out. I wasn't planning on extending this out so fast, but the way this is going to get designed, I think I don't have a choice. I need to apply more capitalism. We do not have a functioning prison yet. Like, we're going to get a prison, but I don't even have electricity, for example. Like, we got to get that slammed out at some point. I don't remember how this works. How does electricity work in this game? Oh, utilities. Okay, you need to put transformers. I guess we'll just put the transformers next to the utility building. And then... Oh, wait, no. Don't put it there. You need to put it, like, separate, and then you can add capacitors next to it. Yeah, I think that's correct. And then we gotta run cables through everything. Wow, it's just like I'm playing RimWorld, where I have to hook everything up with power lines, because of course it is. And then I think then I can put a large door, I think like this one here. Okay. But yeah, I think in one of the DLC packs you can basically do things like oil shenanigans. I don't have that DLC because, again, I don't own all the DLC because DLC is expensive and I'm a cheap fella. So I didn't want to spend money. How do I clear out these plans specifically? Okay. Perfect. All right. There we go. Look at them working around the clock to ensure my prison gets built. They'll be working round and fast, and I may have accidentally canceled something, and I may have trapped that guy in there. Okay, so I want to add a jail door here, I think is correct. If it's removal with does bad hygiene, do you have to pipe, if it's removal with does bad hygiene, do you have to pipe the water? You do have to pipe the water with Dub's bad hygiene. Haven't I been doing that like every single time when I stream RimWorld? Like I have to always add that. I'm pretty sure I've done that a bajillion times. As long as my cash flow is still positive, I think we're fine. Once it starts going down, then it gets bad. But I need to build this prison. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I don't care for prisoner well-being right now. Eventually, like, hold on, maybe the MinSec people should have nice rooms. On the other hand, MinSec people probably are the least likely to cause problems. So I can either go for this basic cell design, Or I could go for this improved cell, which has a built-in shower and a TV. Or we could do the luxury cell. Shared cell is a little bigger. Holding cell is just kind of, I don't know where to put the prisoners. I need to dump them somewhere. Because that's basically the vibe of that building. We can even have a padded solitary cells. Alright, why don't we just do... I have an idea. You want Filipino style? What is it? Okay, you explain to me what a Filipino prison looks like. If you can explain to me what a Filipino prison's supposed to look like, I will acquiesce to such a design. But you have to tell me what in the world that's gonna look like. No, okay, that wall stays there, right? Because then I need to put a minsec wall like that. Okay. Oops, that's wrong there. So... Oh, did I miscount it? No, I didn't. Okay. No, I did miscount it. No, I didn't miscount it. I'm rambling. Okay. So I think we'll just mirror on both sides. I probably should just build one out and I can build the rest out. Okay, so what else do you need in a prison? You need doors. Everyone loves doors. Okay. And then after you put doors down, the people want, what do they need? Beds. Yes, beds. For their living. Okay, so, oh wait, okay, we'll do two. Why don't we do two per, oh wait, I made these a little too big. Okay, why don't we do two? Okay, I have an idea. Why don't we do two per? Wait, did I not make the same design? Oh no, there's just extra space. Why? Okay, I just realized they probably don't want to be sitting in that specific area, and let me explain why. Because if I did that, so initially what I was going to do was you could look in here and you could just watch the person on the toilet. But if I do it like this, they no longer are watching you on the toilet. You get a little bit of a privacy like that. It's less space efficient, but I don't think they care too much. Okay, so let's see how this pans out, and then I can probably clone this. This music is so funny to listen to in the context of this game. But we also still need to build the canteen and everything else we need to keep them alive. So more fun things we have to worry about. At least we're getting some cash flow. All right, let's speed this up. Building a prison's never easy, right? Like, this is always gonna... We always knew this is gonna take a little bit of time to kind of get the hang of. Okay, then we're gonna put doors here. This is the utilities building. At the very least, this just can use a simple staff door. I think would be fine. They can walk in and they can kind of figure out where they need to go from there. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, I also don't treat my prisoners in RimWorld very well. The prisoners in RimWorld are just, they exist at my me willing. If I care not for their existence, why would I allow them to live? That's all there is to it, right? Okay, then I need to set this to a cell, right? Well, there is a minimum size. Wait. Bed? Oh, wait, it doesn't count the... Wait. Hold on. Put a door here. Am I reading this right? I don't think I can... Bunk bed doesn't count? Bed foam mattress. Wait. Oh, wait, is this a specific room? Oh, it's gotta be a dormitory. Okay, so how about this? We'll make this a dormitory. This one's a dormitory, too. Why do the doors keep disappearing? What is happening to my prison? Okay. What is going on? Okay. Oh, it needs a canteen. Okay, so they're still not happy because we need a place for them to eat. Okay, well, I guess that makes sense, right? Generally, your prisoners aren't going to be too happy if they're not able to eat. I'm going to copy this, paste it a bunch of times, and we should be fine. This is essentially my plan the whole time. I don't know how to flip it like this. Okay, so now it's mirrored. 1, 2, 2. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Oh, okay, hold on. I did something wrong. Okay, let's just try this. Let's get this built out. All right, we're gonna take a grant. So we have a thing to do. Okay, so we need to build a holding cell, a shower, a yard, kitchen, canteen. Okay, so why don't we make the kitchen dining area here? No, we're doing min security first, and then we'll ramp up. I could probably just take the quick build kitchen canteen, right? It seems like an okay design. You put like, it seems reasonable, right? Oh, wait, I have an idea. What if... Well, hold on. So you could put the canteen something like here, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to make this look aesthetically pleasing, okay? I know I'm not playing RimWorld, but let's be real. We know who I am. I am the one who demands aesthetically pleasing designs, no matter what I do. So we will attempt to do aesthetically pleasing designs, as always. I cannot escape from making my things look pretty, okay? What if we put a building... What if we offset it like this? Oh, it kind of look nice if I offset it, right? I guess this is okay of a design. It's not ideal, but I think it'll work. We can always expand this later on as we need to. So that gets the kit. That gets us the cell. We need this holding cells, and then we need 2 guards and 2 cooks. So why don't we just hire 2 cooks and 2 guards, and then I need a holding cell just to complete this objective. I don't really like using holding cells personally, but the game's asking of us to do it, so I think we'll just put a very basic holding cell. I guess here's fine. Yeah, this is the temporary, I don't know where to put them, I need to put them in a place design. Oh, right, you know what else I forgot about? Yeah, did you know that prisons require water? I kind of forgot about that. I guess we'll just put a water pump station somewhere. Does it matter? Why am I not seeing the... Wait, why can't I see the power thing? Okay, it's over there. So maybe we'll put the water on the same corner? No, let's not actually. Probably just need one, right? And then we can run big fat pipes. Yeah, probably just run like fat pipes, like along the main corridors like this. Is this the prisoner where they're forced to produce soup? I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. Hi, Ranu, how are you? Okay. Let's get all this built out. I'm just gonna speed run it. What's still missing? Bunk bed. Oh, because they don't have the canteen. And this one doesn't have the stuff yet. I might need more builders. You know what? Let's hire more builders. You never go wrong with more workmen. Oh, wait, that's kidding. Oh, my daily budget's too low now. So... You can never have a negative cash flow unless you have hired an accountant. Okay. Well, that's tragic. Also, that guy's stuck in there. We should probably let him out. Let's get him out of there soon, eventually. Not enough guards to keep the doors open, I think. Or he doesn't have his kitchen ready, so he's just stuck there. You're distracted with things that you should be experimenting in, okay? Explain, elaborate. What have you been playing? That is pain and suffering, it sounds like. It sounds pain and suffering coded. Okay, let's just build out the tile here. And then, yep, perfect. 2 tiles here. These do cost money, but you know what? That's fine. It's an expense to look aesthetic. Okay. It's all about aesthetics here, anyways. I think the other problem, too, is, again, this bridge is kind of a janky thing, and they're trying to grab all the materials they need off that supply boat, which takes forever to arrive anyways. Oh, this thing's already running out of power. Need to add another capacitor to this. Maybe 2 capacitors would probably be fine. There we go. There we go. Look at how beautiful it's coming out. Isn't it wonderful to just see it in action? I don't know why this thing didn't get copied, but that's really odd. Let's, I need to clone this. And I need to flip it over. Okay, I think it's the light. I think it doesn't like the light in the way or something. Clear the planning. I don't need... Oh, let's clear this, yeah. Oh, a lot of people made toast for look GS world. Oh no. You're embracing LLMs for D&D when you could just be using your mind? How shameful. How could you? How could you? Oh, I can't layer copied blueprints? Oh, that's dumb. You can't surprise yourself. But you know what you could do instead? You could play another RPG. Also, what is this thing that you sent me, Ray? What in the world? Ray's been playing a lot of backpack battles ever since the new class came out, and I have no idea what the new class is doing other than it has a lot of weird electricity things going on. Okay. Oh, we need a shower for them too. Okay. That's the other thing I forgot. Showers. And a yard. I guess for the time being, since I don't know where to put a yard, I'll just dump it here. We'll probably move the yard later on, but I think it's probably okay to do that there. We'll need to get rid of this bridge at some point too, so keep that in mind. I think as long as you put like a fence, should be fine. Yeah. I'll just put a very basic yard, I don't know. Decent sized yard in front of the canteen. I'm sure our prisoners would not be daring enough to escape, right? Oh, I'm sure they would not. Put a nice fence here. Why did I hear loud, funny sounds? Oh, you don't send around. No, sir, you don't want to try D&D. I mean, you know, there's a lot of like solo D&D experiences, whether it comes from books nowadays. Like, there's a lot of solo RPG books that you can just play. I guess if you really want to surprise yourself, sure, I guess you can sell your soul out, but you already know my opinion on generative AI content, where I just don't like it at all, but I understand that there is a purpose for them. Let's do double staff door. I think it's fine here while the rest of this gets built out. Okay, so we need to get some utilities over here too. I forgot about that. By the way, yeah, you gotta have like these standard pipes here. Get those running, and then these will also require, I think, because of the way it's designed, I think we can probably do something like this. If not, I'll just expand it to like a thick pipe. I'm sure eventually we'll be able to open the prison. We've been building it for like 40 minutes at this, or 30 minutes at this point. It's just a bit longer, comrades. Just gotta wait and we'll get it done. There's no canteens accessible by the cell. What do you mean? Oh, wait, I didn't run power to it. We gotta run power. Okay, just run a few electrical lines. By the way, electrical lines are expensive. What do you mean there's no canteen accessible by the cell? There's a canteen right over there, and it fulfills all the needs you need of a canteen. Anyways, I need to mark this as a yard. I forgot the main thing in this game is you have to mark everything exactly what it's supposed to be, or the game's not gonna like it. Yard. Okay. Must be secure at least behind one door. Okay, so that's fine. And then we need what's the other thing I need? Oh, we need to put reception down. So the prisoners will arrive somewhere first, and then they'll be sorted through, I think, as well. I'll probably make this room bigger at some point. Hello, Alex. How are you, comrade? You always use that emote. I feel like I've seen that character. Isn't that character from Grand Blue or something? I think just Hoi for the role of using Toolpack to make things happen that you think should logically happen. I mean, that's fair, I think. The only people who really play Hoi 4 are the people who want to do World War II role-playing. You're not wrong for playing it in that manner, is all I'm gonna say. I, too, embrace Hoi 4 as a funny simulator for things that, you know, I want to make happen. How'd I figure that out? Because I remember my friend linking me that character one time, and I was like, I don't know who this is, but okay. And then so I was like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. That's who this character is. Okay, so I think we're gonna expand this out a little bit, because I need to build a shower. It's 4 tiles. 2, 3. So I think about here's fine. We'll expand this building out just a little bit. Should be fine. I can put a shower in there. It's a 3D model of Yaya. How do I sus? What do you mean it's sus? Listen, I don't play any of those games. I never bothered. I did play Grand Blue for a little bit, and then I realized this game is like nonsense. So I don't pay attention to it at all, but sometimes you just know certain characters, and I did play the fighting game because I'm a person who enjoys playing fighting games. What does it mean, like, they can't access the canteen? There's the canteen's accessible. There are no canteens accessible. What do you mean? It's right there. Hold on. Prison architect. There are no canteens accessible by the cell. Okay. Oh, okay, got it. So I have to build a fence around this entire facility. I guess that makes a lot of sense, yeah. Okay, why don't we build a... Okay, so do we want a wall around this entire place, or do we want to use a fence? A fence would be cheaper. But a wall would be cooler. Perimeter fence also works, but that's 200 per tile, which I don't think we can actually afford. So I think we're just gonna build a fence that just extends around the perimeter of the island, at least for now, just to kind of get us started. And later on, we'll upgrade this into something bigger, and I think that's the only way to get. I think that's the only way to get it to like register. No, that makes sense, right, Ninja? Like, isn't that right, Kevon-chan? There we go. Let's just build out this nice little prison thing here. So I think we'll put a nice fence here. We'll have to definitely add some more fence shenanigans later on, but for the time being, this should be okay. Because the game doesn't like the fact that... Oh, shoot. We should have done dirt. I guess it's fine. Yeah, this is going to look really bad, but it's okay. It's all for the greater good. Oh, that's even worse because I'm using grass texture. That's so funny. Oh, look at that. My cash flow is now negative. Okay, well, that sucks. Well, we'll be getting new we'll get the prisoners soon. I should have done dirt, but whatever. Yeah, I probably should have done dirt. Can I still update it? Let's see. It's gonna cost money. Oh, it still just adds like a very flat dirt texture. Okay. All right, we'll just use the grass one, and then I think for now let's expand up to here, and let's just get this built out. We'll redesign this later. It's all temporary until I say it's not temporary. And then I think what we'll do here is I'm gonna have a guard fence gate, and then I think with that we should be okay. Maybe. Let's see. Impassable water is okay. Yeah, I think that should be fine. So then I need to build a shower, which was this area is gonna be a shower. That's what I have this here for. Also replace the floors, because again I'm trying to make it look consistent. Like Minsec is gonna have one wall design and all that, and then here we're gonna put in. I guess I could quick build a shower. Ooh, yeah. Let's see. How do I want to design this cute little shower? I guess hold on. I think the better thing to do is I think I can make the prison bigger. You know what? I can do that. I can afford a thicker prison. This is 10 citizens, right? What if we make it even more? So first and foremost, why don't we copy this and fill this in? Okay. For the time being, why don't I'll copy that last room in later. Why don't we copy this entire thing and just paste it to the side? Just like that. And then I can add the additional foundation that will match up to here. Okay. And then I can turn this entire section into a giant shower. That's my plan. I have it. I got it. I know exactly what I'm doing. But I think we should probably start collecting the citizens now. Yeah, let's start collecting the prisoners. All right, we're open. All right. Give me all those... Oh, shoot. Fill capacity. I almost set all available, and it would have handed me 53 Minsec prisoners. Which, while I'm not going to say no to prisoners, that's a lot of prisoners that I can't justify. Convince the rubes, mines the future of jails. I mean, this jail will be good eventually. It just takes time to get it built out. And for some reason, this water pump's actually not pumping water. Forgot it's gotta, like, run the power. I don't know, it's gotta run like that, maybe. Why is the water not running, too? Does that have to go through here? Oh, that's not how that works, right? I thought just as long as it's connected, it's fine. Small pipes. Valves. Yeah, this should be okay. I don't know why there ain't no water flowing in. Unless it has to actually be on the toilet tile, which it might actually have to be on the toilet tile. That's probably what it is. Yeah. Alright, I'm guessing it has to actually be connected to the actual toilet, or else it doesn't count. That's fine. Alright, so we're gonna have 16 prisoners with 2 guards. That's not a lot. I swear there used to be a game that was very similar to this, but the whole gimmick was that you tried to escape from prisons. I don't know if that ever came to be, but I could have sworn that was a game I remember playing at some point. Maybe I'm hallucinating and that wasn't a real game. Maybe I'm the crazy one. Yeah, maybe I'm the crazy one, but I could have sworn that legitimately used to be a title. I just can't remember. Oh, is it The Escapist? It might have been The Escapist. That sounds correct, actually. Thank you for reminding me, because I definitely would not have remembered that at all. Oh, we can probably put some lighting, right? What counts as light? Decoration? There's a lot of weird why is there a lot of Chinese, Asian aesthetic items? Okay, let's put something for this. What do we put in a yard? I guess we can put, a weight bench and a dumbbell rack and I don't know, a training dummy, an ancient Shaolin training dummy, if that's for some reason in here. Okay, yeah, I never played The Escapist. I know there's like a second one though. Okay. The prisoners are arriving in about 4 hours. I hope we can get this figured out before they arrive, because boy, this is gonna get nasty real quick. I might need it. Okay, I'm gonna need more guards. Let's just hire additional guards. Can't hire the guard. I don't have the 500 funds. I also probably need to get a warden at some point soon too, which will be me, and that will allow me to do new things. Construction specialist also makes the workmen work more efficiently. All right, let's see. Where are they arriving at? Can I force them to arrive at this specific dock? No, because I don't have the logistics tab unlocked yet, because I need prison labor, which is a technology that I don't have yet either. So this is going to be really weird. I legitimately don't know how this is going to pan out. I think they're just going to escape as soon as they land. Ready to find out? Let's see. Worst comes to worst, I take another grand and try to get more cash. I didn't even build a shower yet. That's so funny. Okay. So, where's our prisoner? Okay, so there they are. And then our guards need to go grab them. I do not have... Okay, let's just do this. Why don't we hire... Alright, there we go. Let's add a couple more guards so we can kind of get this going. We actually do have a decent amount of money. I need to find out where I'm going to dump these prisoners in the near future. I need them to start dumping the prisoners here and not up there, which is kind of the biggest issue. But for now, they're just going to go there. Alright, let's build out the shower that we've been putting off for too long. That way they can actually shower and not be stinky. So the shower is going to be, I think, a bit more of a public area like this. Because I don't care. These prisoners are unworthy of privacy. So I think what we'll do is we can probably maximize efficiency by doing something like this. Oh yeah, look at that. We can maximize how many showers are in here. Fantastic. Okay. So I can probably just do this, and then I need to put in actual shower heads and drains, so I cannot remember where in the world this object is. Okay, it's under here. Plumbing. Shower head. Okay, so you can do something like this. Basically 1, 4, yeah, and then we'll go... Whoops, that's the wrong way. See, look at that. You can easily flesh it out as you need. So this has probably enough for all of them, and I'll just do another row in the back here. And then we'll do drains like this. Yeah, that's fine. We'll roll that. Finally done panel lining this Gundam. Oh yeah, post photos. I know you were working on it yesterday too, right? I'm glad that you're having fun with that stuff. Maybe one day I'll finish this Gunpla that's been sitting on my desk that it's been remained unfinished for far too long. One day when I stop being lazy. Okay, we got all the prisoners. We have all the things. We just need our builders to actually build things a little faster. And ideally stop landing here. Maybe I'll get rid of this boat dock. I just get rid of this. Probably would make sense, right? Dismantle it. Okay, so if I get rid of this boat dock, it means... Oh, actually, no. Yeah, actually, no. Let's dismantle the boat dock. That way, I force everything over here. I think that's fine. Do I like prehistoric memes? That's a very good question. What is the context of the statement? What do you mean, do I like prehistoric memes? We're talking about just memes from a time long ago? Like, what are we talking about here? I thought I put a door here. Oh, we need, we don't have... These rooms are filthy. Yeah, these rooms are filthy. Okay, we're gonna hire the warden. All right, so we're hiring me. Look at me, that's me, the warden. I'm so cool and awesome, but now I need an office. I think I'm just gonna do the basic office. I don't need anything fancy. Where's the office pre-built? Oh wait, I can just fit a staff room in the back. Okay, I don't think I need a big office, right? Staff entertainment room in the far rear, and then we can probably slap down a few offices somewhere. Here we go. It's a little bigger than I'd like. You can probably crank this down way smaller than that. Okay. So again, we just need a bare bones design. So I could probably do... Oh, that's a really tight office. That's about, what, 4? You know what? That's fine. Oh, shoot, it's not fine. That's fine. We'll make it work. Actually, I could probably make it even smaller. Maybe each room only needs to be like this big. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I don't know if it's actually going to build those walls, but I think that's correct. And we can put a door in here, because I don't think offices have that big of a minimum requirement. 4x4. Just kidding. You need to be big enough. All right. I am being punished for my terrible design choices. Okay, so why don't we just not have this here? They must be 4x4s. So this is 5x5. I think we can do 4, 4, 4, and 5. I'm worried about stairs, bro. Okay. I might get rid of that redeem at some point. I'm not vibing with it anymore. I used to enjoy it, but now I'm just like, this is kind of dumb. But all right, I'll at least do this one for you. And put a door down real fast on this. These are staff doors. Actually, just, I guess these are just simple doors. They don't need to be fancy. They just need a function. Microsoft just skimped the Artemis 2 shuttle. I did see something about that, where the shuttle apparently... let me just type. I have to redeem this real quick, so let me just go to Twitter. So apparently for the Artemis 2 shuttle, one of the biggest issues that they ran into was that they were having issues with Microsoft Outlook, which I didn't even realize is why are they communicating with Outlook in space, which was so funny to me. And so that was like one of the issues they had was apparently one of their devices had like 2 instances of Outlook, and and both of them weren't working, and they had to figure out like what is happening so we can fix this. So that's why. Yeah. Yeah, it's very silly, I guess is the best way to describe it, because of how the fact that Microsoft is just like embedded in everything. It's dumb, but alas, that's how it be. Why are we not building this? Oh shoot. How do I dismantle walls? I don't remember how to destroy walls. Oh, dismantle, demolish walls. Here we go. Okay, then that should build out that other section there. And we need to get... we gotta get water in all of this too. Which again, very silly the way this has to be done, but alas, I don't control that. I thought I was building a water pipe here. Let's build out that water pipe, please. There we go. That should ensure that they're nice and healthy. And I'm also gonna put in one of the, oh, I can't order guards to maneuver, right? Oh, we can't yet. Got it. Okay. Where's all my walls? Okay, what do offices need? Okay, so we're gonna put the warden at the far right here. Wardens need office desk, chairs, and filing cabinets. Okay. So we need an office desk, which the warden would probably be something like this, and put his chair like right there. And then filing cabinets. Lots and lots of filing cabinets for this poor overworked man. All right, let's see how this pans out. So we at least have positive income. One prisoner is due for release and up for parole, but I don't have a parole room, so I cannot actually release them. And family members want to visit, but I don't have a place for them to visit, so that's another issue. 9 staff members are exhausted. Build a staff room so they can rest. Okay, so we also got to build a staff room. I was gonna put it here, but I didn't want to put it in here anymore. I guess if I expanded it out by 1 tile, I think it would have been okay to put. I would have just moved the table and that other stuff, but I think it's better to just put the staff room in a somewhere dedicated location. For now, I think I'll put the staff room. Let's see. Should be away from where people are gonna get stabbed and murdered. But I also don't want it to be too far. I think I'll just put the staff room. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. For now, I'm gonna put the staff room here, and we'll move it later. Is what I'm gonna tell myself. You see, playing the game that you bought instead of RimWorld however many years ago. I also bought this game many moons ago. I've never streamed it. I remember Ray one time was like, you should do a joke where you say you're gonna stream RimWorld, but you actually stream Prison Architect, because, you know, Prison Architect is very similar, kind of aesthetically, to RimWorld in a way. And I was like, maybe. Never did, but people wanted to see it, so that's why I put it on the queue, and people are like, all right, this is what we're playing today. Oh yeah, the staff members are tired. Look at how lethargically they are maneuvering. Oh, we still gotta feed the prisoners too. A lot of them are hungry. I don't know how to get them to their food. What is their schedule? Oh, there they go. Okay. There they are. All right, now they're getting their food. Nice. All right. They are, some of them are still very angry. All right, we already got our first prison fight. His name is Richard Turner, and he was not happy that he didn't get to eat his food. We have a 58% feeding rate, so it's just like RimWorld, where no one is ever gonna get fed here. Oh, someone died. He overdosed. All right. Should we bang up? Should we do a shakedown? I think what I'm gonna do is, this one is generally okay, so why don't I just keep this door open. It's not generally a big deal. Should be fine. And that should be fine. I need to find a way. I think some of these doors aren't working the way I expect them to work. Like maybe I need more automated doors of some kind, because wow, there's just not enough food. They're trying to cook the food, but we don't have enough kitchen staff. Yeah, trying to get another kitchen staff worker and get some more meals done. I keep thinking I added a door here, but it didn't get added. Put a very simple staff door. Put a very simple double staff door here. Our poor cooks are like, oh man, I gotta feed all these people. Yeah, you do. I gotta get more guards, I think. The guards are injured and we haven't had it's not built out the way I want it to be. We gotta get all this stuff slammed out. That's just rough. Even the offices aren't built yet. On the other hand, you know what we're getting soon? We're gonna get another 12 prisoners to take care of. This is a bad idea. But it's okay. More money just means I can build this out way quicker. So that's my logic. In fact, we can probably hire more workmen. There we go. More manual laborers. Oh gosh, I need a guard staying here at all times. Hello, yo, how are you, comrade? Yeah, so they're all tired until we can get that staff room built, so we could probably prioritize. Control left click. There we go. Let's make this the #1 priority. Be going soon as 3 a.m. Ah, that's right, because I know you're in Germany. The Germans always stay up late. How are you doing, though? Welcome to Funny Game. Hopefully you're doing okay. Alright, let's see if we can get this built out. Like, this staff room I should have built way earlier. We'll probably, you know what, maybe... Well, let's take this prisoner batch in, and then we're going to not take prisoners for a while. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we'll do. We'll stop taking prisoners for a bit. Okay, now we're closed. You can see a lot of the pipes aren't even built yet, and that's kind of like the biggest issue, because these guys are working super slow until the staff room is made. So that's another thing we got to worry about. Yeah, it's the main issue. What mods are you remaking? Kind of curious. I know you are always working on some RimWorld one thing or another. It's always interesting to see what kind of projects it might be. Your old uranium generator. Like, does it literally just spawn uranium? Is that what it does? Come on, build this out. I really need to keep a guard here. Just keep that door open. Come on. Build me my utilities. I think we're going to have a bunch of people die in the very, very near future is all I'm going to say. Those prisoners are not happy. There's not enough food for them, and they're injuring the cooks, by the way. That's not a good sign. If even the cooks are getting hurt. I'm trying to help the staff, but I can't get this built. By the way, there's still a prisoner in that cell over there that I haven't touched yet. 2 days. Yeah, he's still in there. Okay. It's okay. This will be fine once we can solve the staff problems. Because I know they're very tired. We just got to get their little area built out and they'll be fine. Okay, at least they're sending the prisoners to the correct dock because there's only 1 dock left anyways. So that's fine. There's not enough guards. Yeah, see, the problem is there's not enough guards over there. Well, he's not trying to escape because he's already escaped from this life. Out of uranium, just not fission, canonically quirky. Okay, but does that make sense? I thought uranium isn't really radioactive unless you find a way to, you know, throw enough atoms at it and then it becomes radioactive, or like you need specific isotopes of uranium that are unstable. Otherwise, uranium's just a very hard metal. Something along those lines. I need to change the music. I don't want to listen to Sims OST anymore. Too quiet. Let's listen to Sims Brazilian bossa nova, jazzy, and relaxing music from The Sims. Speaking of uranium and radioactivity, I saw some posts where someone named their kid Chernobyl Hope. There's like this entire subreddit of people who just like name their kids really bad names. And I think it's called like, they've become what's called like a tragedy or tragedy, but it's spelled really poorly. And it's so funny because they're like, oh yeah, this is my kid and his name is Chernobyl Hope, or it's like Alexandra, but it's spelled with lots of D, G, H's and Y's for some unholy reason. And it's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I don't know who thought that was okay, but some people thought like, yeah, if we just give our kids these quirky, unique names, no one's gonna bully them. And it's like, oh, you have messed up so badly. Okay, so now that okay, we should be okay now. They're still hungry. I think part of the problem is, yeah, there we go. So now they should be able to go out to get food. Now they're getting their shower done. Some of them anyways. I'm gonna keep this door open for now too. This one probably is okay. There we go. It doesn't matter what fuel power plant uses. At the end of the day, you're just using it to boil water. I mean, yeah. In the end, steam is just, it just works. In the grand scheme of life, everything is just boiling rocks. How does that make you feel? That everything is just rock boiling in the end? I think it's so funny that it's just like everything is just rock, is like boiling water. Whether it's coal that's being burnt to boil water, or gas that's being burnt to boil water, or uranium that's being burnt to boil water. In the end, you're just boiling water. Heck, you can probably burn a human corpse. I mean, we burn garbage and human corpses to make water and steam, or to make steam that is then powered to use the power generators. So if anything, it works fine. Oh my gosh, this actually is working. I have 2 criminally insane prisoners now. That's not ideal. Okay, let's go build out the rest of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this stupid thing. Okay, now I can finally build these darn last few cells. All right, let's build those cells out, and then hopefully that gets us more. But I don't know what I'm gonna do with the criminally insane prisoners. Who's this guy? Richard Turner, criminally insane. He needs a psychologist. Well, you know what? We can't afford these crazy things like psychologists quite yet. Okay, next we need... Okay, so... What's the next thing I need? Oh, here we go. So now we can unlock technologies. It costs 500 credits to unlock. Chief gives you access to deployment screen, which will allow you to deployment guards at certain parts. Prison policies. Micromanagement. Oh, cleaners. We need a maintenance, right? Oh, all of these kind of need groundskeeping. Finance allows us to... So these guys would need officers, and security would also not be a bad idea too. A Dyson sphere is just boiling water. Did I see your earlier explanation? I did see your earlier explanation. Yeah, it just kind of works, which I mean it's fine. It makes sense. It's RimWorld. Anything goes, as far as I know. All right, so I think we need to put in security. Oh, it takes time to research these. That's right. Okay. All right, whatever. That's fine. We got this working now. There we go. The general quality of our cells need to be improved as soon as possible. I don't know what they want by that, but I will try to at least give them what they're looking for. Oh, I forgot that this area is broken down. Okay. No one's in the holding cell, right? Okay. We probably should start cycling the prisoners out too. At the very least, they're all eating, so that's good. At least I know I have enough cooks and they're making enough food. We have a near 100% feeding rate, which is excellent. And now we just got to get the rest of this built out. Now that we have to get these offices too. And hopefully our builders will work faster, but I can't. I need to find out what its logistics is, the technology. Where's logistics on this thing? Logistics requires prison labor. Prison labor is under... Maintenance into prison labor is another, so it's 1,000. I guess maintenance would be next thing too. That should be fine. We're at least making a decent amount of cash flow per day, but our expenses are kind of high. Obviously, as we're trying to build this out too, it's a little rough. So hopefully we can get that slammed out. Also, a lot of our citizens are kind of hurt, which means we do need to fix that as well. Oh, at least the citizens, at least our workers are fine. Okay. We could probably also do a shake-up real quick. Shake down everyone. Let's do a tunnel search. 6 a.m. It's time for the tunnel search. We're just gonna check all the places these nasty little tunnels could pop up. You know, they're gonna be locked up for a little bit. No tunnel found. All right, they're free to go back about their day. I am not here to stop them from doing more than that. Oh look, a fight. My favorite. This entire prison's a disaster. I wonder if I could let the... So I know you could do multiple... Oh, you know what? Should we start having the... I want to build a medium security area. Should I just let them all in? Let's see. Get 500. What if we take... Oh, we could take Supermax. Ooh. We could take Supermax prisoners, which seems excessive. Oh my god, there's so many people that are dying and unconscious, and I don't have an infirmary for them. Yeah, they're not gonna be too happy because I don't have an infirmary. Unfortunately, I can't really afford another infirmary. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna set this to fill capacity all the time, so we'll always try to max out our prison capacity. And hopefully nothing bad will happen from this decision whatsoever. Especially as a bunch of them require medical attention, and there's another dead body, and a lot of unconscious ones. Like this guy here, Gareth Pierce. Look at him. Yeah. He's been here for 4 days, and he's extremely strong. Okay, so we also gotta find a way to start cycling the prisoners by releasing them into parole. Now, I believe parole requires a research where you can be like, all right, they've earned the right to leave. Which I cannot remember where that is. Maybe I don't need that. Maybe you can just let them out. Parole. I know you need to build a parole room. But I cannot remember where that... Oh, here we go. Okay. Your prisoners are eligible for parole after serving 50% to 75% of their terms. Their fate will be decided in this room by external staff who schedule parole hearing programs. Can be also used for death row appeals. Extra security is advised. Prisoners have been known to become quite upset when their parole is denied. I mean, that makes sense, right? I think what I want to do is I want to get rid of this room, this holding cell, and then we're going to convert that into a parole room. We can probably fit 2 parole rooms in here, actually. Or we can just make one big parole room. It looks more dramatic that way. We need a medic. We need a medic bay so bad. But too many things are being built and I don't have the money for all of them, so... Oh well, they'll just have to do their best to survive. We don't have solitary anywhere yet either. We'll need to build a solitary bay. I think this section here... Oh, you know what? This section here could actually be set up as solitary confinements. If we can get the money for it. We can definitely make a solitary confinement bay. That's my plan. This is so nonsensical. I was surprised at how many people did want to see Nova Roma again, considering it was just kind of a game that I thought it was fun, but it definitely needed some work. So I'm glad people enjoyed it, because I liked it quite a bit. Just obviously didn't get a chance to play it more because of other games that needed to be played. So maybe in the future we'll revisit Nova Roma. I definitely wouldn't mind. I think I'm going to put the medical bay here once we unlock medic anything. Unfortunately, health requires research, and then we'll get the doctor. Unfortunately, we're gonna need more money. $1,400 per day is not a lot. So hopefully, we'll just get more people every incoming day, and it should be fine. Generally, they're okay. Hello, Steve, how are you? I think what we'll do is we'll give them a little bit more free time to maybe just chill, as long as they're not causing too much problems. Our dear prisoners will just be kind of vibing around. I can't rename them, right? One. No, you can't rename the guards. You can't even rename the prisoners. Kind of a shame. Oopsies. Like, could you imagine if I could rename this guy? Yeah, you can't rename him. What a shame. I think that was something I remember reading people were like hoping for. Like, oh, where's the Twitch integration in my prison architect? And then you find out there's literally none. They never bothered adding any. Which, to be fair, it's an older game, and... Where's the game? I think the screen's freezing up on me. That's okay. We'll fix this in due time. We'll listen to Sims 3 OST, because I like the Sims 3 soundtrack. But yeah, my biggest issue is the lack of money. So hopefully... wait, I forgot. I can do grants. What am I doing? Alright, I need grants. Okay, the administrative center... Sure. Alright, so the administrative center will give me... So I need to get 2 offices, hire a warden, and unlock finance through bureaucracy, and hire an accountant. That's all easily doable. So why don't we do finance, and then we'll also get health, and then we'll have our offices right here. So a single office, again, requires chair. I think we'll just do something like that. There we go. Play too many. Listen, I like Maxis games. I like old Maxis. I don't know what's up with the new Maxis, but new Maxis sucks. Old Maxis. Old Maxis was a dream. I loved everything they put out. It's a shame how far Maxis has fallen because of EA. I will never forgive EA for what they've done to some of my favorite games. I kind of want to play The Sims 3, honestly. I stopped playing The Sims 4 because the DLC unlocker I was using is shut down. Which I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that, but, you know, shh, I didn't say anything, okay? You didn't hear that from me? Alright, let's get another grant going. This music's really loud. Plus, don't you just enjoy the happy, bubbly music of The Sims contrasted with whatever I'm doing? I think it's hilarious. Okay, inmate health and well-being, visitation rights, security staff well-being initiative, security procedure certification, visitation rights, prison maintenance, inmate health and well-being, requires a medical ward and 2 doctors and a psychologist, or we can do criminally insane wing, 10 padded cells, or prison maintenance, which will allow us to keep things nice and clean. Cell block A, I think we'll do soon. I think once we have finance unlocked, then we can do that one. That should almost instantly be solved. But I definitely need the one that says, hey, tend to your prisoners, you fool. 6 hours. Okay. Oh, shoot. Dang it. I thought I copied this. That's why it stopped working. I moved the chair instead of actually building a new chair. I thought I copied it. So now we gotta wait until someone's able to grab that chair and bring it in. There we go. I don't know why they keep going this way. There is a perfectly functioning jail door here. Why do they gotta go through this weird fence? Seems unnecessary. I guess what I'll do, at least make it seem a little less ridiculous, and because I know they're getting slowed down, just like a very basic stack of dirt like this. I gotta get rid of this land bridge. That land bridge looks so bad. Oh, it's so bad. I need to just have fairies working around. Okay. Oh, this guy's released. Okay, he's free. And now he can go home. Fantastic. 20 families still want to visit their loved ones here, which is... I think I might turn this into a visitation room, actually. This is a visitation room. Probably makes sense. Yeah, I think I can probably keep most of my main buildings here, so maybe visitation room, and then I could probably put like a utility, like some kind of a, what do you want to call it? Medical office, maybe attached to the canteen. You can probably use this entire section, maybe psychology, medical. Yeah, and then we'll probably just make sure we have people eat in shifts. We'll probably have like medium sec never eat with the min sec group. And that should be okay. Okay, let's hire the accountant, and that's another objective completed. Okay. And we've got an accountant. Fantastic. Let's do another quest. Cell block A. Raise your prisoner capacity to 50, instantly completed. Okay, next is... let's see. These short-term investments will cost us money, but will gain us money in the end. I mean, that seems easy enough to just make sure we have money later down the line. You can only accept... Okay, you need to increase your limit by using your accountant. But the accountant may not want to do that. I didn't realize I was limited on that unless I unlock additional bureaucratic things. Let's do an extra grant after health is researched. Oh, you can research multiple times or simultaneously. Fantastic. Remote access doors and surveillance would also not be a bad idea. Let's see, we'll do psychology, prison, and micromanagements will allow you to specify which kitchens cook for which canteens and what canteens inmates eat in. Laundry list is okay. Prison labor is also something we need to, so let's get that research. We need a foreman. We'll hire a foreman. Just a single foreman should be fine. What do you think? You like my beautiful little island prison? It's not the best, but it functions fine. Also, I'm missing a room here. Let's copy this bloody thing. Okay. And then we need to also put the water line everywhere. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then run the fat pipe down the center. Okay, so that'll get us another stack of beds, and I think we're done building beds for the time being after that's done. Because otherwise, it's just gonna be too many prisoners for me to maintain. And our canteen's probably a little too small, so we really need to find a way to make this go in shifts. Alright, medical bay is next. We've been putting that off for too long. An infirmary, I can just kind of slap down. I think I want to put it like back here. I think we'll... Ooh, actually, I'd probably attach it to the canteen. I'm probably going to expand that canteen a little bit bigger at some point. So why don't we put the... Okay, I think we put it on its own separate area. Yeah, I think maybe putting it near the... Here is probably correct. Okay, this is fine. And then... I'll probably expand this at a later point. Expanding in this game is always really weird. I always try it and it just never works the way I want it to. So I try to make it work, but it's always janky. All right, prisoners are coming in any day now. They'll be intaked soon once this boat leaves. Right? No? Okay. All right, and then here we're gonna get rid of all this. This is not what I want this to be. How do I remove objects en masse? Is there a way to do this like mass removal? I guess you just dump it, right? That's probably the easy solution. I think we just press dump. And that should hopefully disassemble it. Oh no, it actually just throws it away. Just kidding, that was a waste of money. I guess it's fine. Okay, because what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna make a parole, or maybe we can make this like a family visitation center. I think family visitation should be somewhere near the front. I don't want the family members coming in the center. And then over here, I will turn this into the parole room. Yeah, let's do that. Toilet and sink. Oh, I gotta get rid of those. Oh, it needs a toilet and sink? Why does a parole room need a toilet and a sink? What a weird requirement. Why don't I do it like this? Okay. Oh, it doesn't. It just needs a visitor table. Okay, so visitor table. Table. Is it just any table? Ah, wait. Okay, got it. We'll make it look like this. There we go. That's fine. Yeah, I forgot it was still a holding cell. I was like looking at it. I'm like, that seems really strange. Very odd. Okay, and then probably you need to put some lights in there because if you don't have lights, it's going to be very, very dark. I have no idea what... It's under electrical, right? Light. Okay, so we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Make it extra bright for them. Okay. Now I can adjust what each of these do. Prison labor, deliveries, transport. MinSec grading. Okay, so I can declare this entire section as MinSec, right? I thought that's how this works. How does this work? Oh, it's too high risk for them. That's why they're not happy about it. Okay, so what I need is I need to get the rest of this built out, and I think they'll be a lot better. Okay, what's next? Family visitation room, which I think I'll put over here. I think I need to just put more docks. If I put like 3 more docks, it might be okay. So, yeah, because I think the prisoners should deserve, you know, they do deserve to see their family every now and again, right? Who am I to deny them the right of visitation? Now, let's also order a janitor and orderlies. Also, deployments for fine. Let's just get all this tech researched right now. All right. So, it's time to build our visitation room, which hopefully doesn't require that much. It doesn't sound like it does. Oh, yeah, just tables. Like a very small What are the other rooms I have? Reception. Okay, so why don't I make this bigger? Yeah, why don't we make this, why don't we make this a little bigger? Something like that's probably fine. And then we can split this into reception and visitation is probably okay. I probably didn't give myself a lot of room. I might have to expand this at a future point, but for now, it's okay. All right, I have 8 prisoners arriving very soon. Oh, they found drugs. All right, we're doing a shakedown. Let's hire more guards. And let's hire a chief. Fantastic. All right, we got a chief now. He's gonna make sure everything is gonna go well. All right, someone died. We found a drill, medicine, and a knife. And also a screwdriver. My God, there's a lot of knives. Also, someone died. Probably from an overdose, right? If I take a look, what did he die from? He died of overdose. Okay. Searching the last spot where a thing could be. Hopefully. Thing is, I need solitary. I think I was just gonna dump solitary in here because it's a little easier to just kind of dump it where I don't want to think about it. So just quickly slamming out, say, 'cause these are very tiny anyways. You could fit them. Ooh, actually, hold on. Do I really want to attach solitary to this? Or do I put solitary in its own area? I guess it would make more sense to put solitary in its own area, would you not agree? I'm trying to think where I want to put solitary. I also need to put outdoor lighting. There's not a lot of outdoor lighting, which is kind of unfortunate. Solitary in the back. Like here. 1, 2... You know what? Solitary doesn't... It's not supposed to be a nice place. Solitary is supposed to be a place where you... I guess... do your best to survive as I... You know... So why don't we do that? Why don't we add solitary, like, maybe back here? I could expand the island myself, but quite frankly, I do enjoy just kind of working within the constraints of what's already been designed. Let's build out that fence, and that should be fine. Okay. Let our overworked workers get this slammed out. I think a lot of them are tired, and yeah, it says they're pissed off. Okay. So at the very least, we have a parole room now. Here we go. So I need 1 guard here at all times. I would like 1 guard here and here. 1 guard here. And there should at least be 2 in the canteen, 1 here. Okay, so that way we now have all of our areas kind of watched out for, right? Perfect. 10 out of 10. All right, danger's still high because too many people are shackled in their cells. Okay, and people are unhappy that they were searched unnecessarily. Well, you know what? They wouldn't have to have been searched if they weren't doing illegal things. Let's get this slammed out. I have an idea. I think what I need to do is we're going to essentially scan them as they come in. Now, I know there's a way you can do that. I just don't remember specifically how it works. Yeah, like, can you imagine walking in, the first thing you do is you run into a metal detector and a checkpoint? Yeah, for example, we could put, like, a checkpoint here, so they're not allowed to do anything unless they walk through this first. So I think that's what we have to do. We'll put a checkpoint there. And then we'll put double metal detector. Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot. The prisons don't have... Oh, yeah, I forgot to give them light. You know what? Yeah, let's, There, now they have lights. Yeah, just put a singular light in each room. They'll be happier and less mad about it, right? As long as they have some... They can actually look in the dark now. Okay, also this one is missing water access. Listen, like I said, it's been a very long time since I played this game. I am flying by the seat of my pants trying to make this thing work. It functions, just maybe not in the best manner. Okay. I have 4 criminally insane prisoners now, which is kind of a lot. Okay. Let's see. We could also get CCTVs. Or education, or a legal department. I think we'll do... Let's get micromanagement, and then... Ooh, tax relief. You will save $1,500 in taxes per $10,000 of daily profit, but we're not making that much daily profit right now. You wish you were criminally insane? I can't help you with that, unfortunately. I hope you manage to survive being criminally insane. It's not fun, but, you know, I get it. Sometimes you just choose to be crazy. Put a staff door here for now until I can get that built out, and then I can delete this inner wall, and then I can expand that way. It's kind of hard for prisoners to escape when there's only giant water around us, right? So I doubt these prisoners are leaving anytime soon. Okay, this entire place is filthy. Let's add some staff to deal with that. We're gonna add some janitors. Alright, good luck, janitors. I hope they can survive cleaning this disgusting mess that I have created. Yeah. It's kind of gross. Oh my god, there's a death. 0 deaths today. Oh no, he did die. Oh, hey, you know what's kind of funny? So I built this cool hospital, but do you know what I forgot to put in there? I forgot to put in actual doctors. It's kind of a problem. All right, let's put a single doctor. Let's put 2 doctors, actually. All right, there we go. 2 doctors should be more than enough to keep this running fine. Let's also double check our grants now. Okay, visitation rights. We're gonna do, or let's see, security procedure, reform through education, staff well-being. Crack down on drugs, cell block B, inmate well-being. I think we'll do, let's do maybe visitation rights. Build a visitation room with at least 3 tables, and build a common room that also has a bunch of stuff too, so they can talk to their family members. Or we could also just add more security. Let's do the staff well-being initiative. That should be fine. We have at least 5 guards out to assign duties. That's easy. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh look, problem solved. All right, another grant complete. Next. Crackdown on drugs, inmate health and well-being, the criminally insane wing. Need 2 psychiatrists, and then you need to make basically a bunch of padded cells. Build a medical ward. Sure, that seems fine. Need a psychologist. I can't add any more office buildings here, unfortunately, because again, offices require like this ridiculous 4x4 space, and it's a little tough. Need more janitors. Where's my janitors, and why are they not cleaning? Oh wait, they did. Oh, look, the blood's disappearing. This guy is... This man, Williams, is triggered. He's going insane. Okay. Well, I can't help with this insanity. There are no free cells for this prisoner. What do you mean? There's an... Oh, he needs one of the crazy ones, right? This... Yeah, like, the prisoners seem to be getting a little more insane. Like, this one is just on the verge of going crazy. So we need to give him... We need to actually make a padded cell wing. Well, you know what better place to put it than... Oh, wait, I have a better idea. What if we put all the criminally insane on their own island? Wait. I kind of like this idea. Okay, here's my plan. The criminally insane. I am going to put them on their own island if I can figure out how to make a bridge. Which I guess we'll just use this dock. So I'm going to build an island like right over here. Let's see, so I probably will expand the yard a little bit. So what if we do it starting from here is fine. Yeah, it's a prison instead of a tree farm. Isn't it crazy? Don't think about it too much. It's fine. It's fine. How do I build a bridge? Okay, that's not a bridge. Is there not a way to build a bridge? Okay, so we could also build docks instead, but there needs to be a way for them to arrive without issue. Or we could just build a very basic bridge with this pallets, which is also an option. I guess for now, to get it built, this is fine. It's gonna look terrible, but it's funny. Get the stepping stones made until we can get the actual bridge made. Wouldn't you agree? And then we'll quick build an island. Actually, I have an idea. Let's quickly demolish a bunch of these. How did these get over here? Dismantle. Dismantle. Okay. So, who's ready to build an island? With the very cool island tool. Okay. So, this is gonna be the crazy people island. Alright, can we make that a little bigger? No. No, that's it. That's as big as it's gonna get. Okay. Can we make it a little... Make it a little bigger? I don't like that island being so small. A little, just a little chunkier, please. Oh my god. This is not working the way I was expecting it to work. Okay. Let's re-delete the island. And I'm just going to manually make this bigger. I think this is dirt. Also, how are you doing, Kefir? I see you there. Okay, just add additional dirt like this. Okay. Artificially designed islands. Oh, it's a little too, it's a little too circular. And we need to fix that a little bit. Yeah, we gotta... It's a little too, like, hard-edged, so I'm just gonna try to casually make it a little more natural looking. Something like that would probably make it a little more natural. Perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do is... First of all, we're gonna just do quick build. We'll slap in the... You'd give them mediums padded cells. Probably just give them the small padded cells. We can't afford big ones. So we need about, what, 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can probably do another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then obviously we need to hook this up with a giant central foundation here. And then I want to set up a psychiatrist's office probably like up here. So we'll need to extend out the island here. You EP had to go over... How badly did you have to go all over the place? I understand being EP, trust me. I'm quite sleepy myself. But I'm glad at least it's a holiday for me tomorrow, so I can at least rest and not have to stay up the whole time. Or not have to sleep so early. I can actually find time to enjoy my day. Is there any way to make this look nice just using this wooden dock? I don't understand how this works. Does it only go over shallow water? It might be. Oh, it does only go over shallow water. Okay, that's fine. So we'll do shallow water. We'll make a nice little bridge, I guess, with the dock like this. That's not ideal, but it's fine. Quality of our cells need to be improved as fast as we can. Well, can't exactly do that. Okay, then we can dismantle this, and then I can get rid of all this fence here. Yeah, get rid of this. That's fine. But hey, at least you're here. You can relax and enjoy watching me attempt to build a prison that I've been trying to make for the past 2 hours, which is slowly working. I think it's not the worst prison to ever exist, but it does need a little bit of work, I would say. It ain't easy making a prison, I'll say that much. I'll put a light at each corner here, just so it's a little ignited. And what else do they need in one of these wacky things? I don't think they need a snack machine. Okay. So I was gonna put solitary over here, and this is the padded insanity room. So why don't we do that as well? Let's put down the expanded foundation now that we have more space. Kind of like that, I think. It's not gonna be like a very even look, but I think it'll be okay. And then also over here is going to need a foundation to really make that look more appropriate. We got to expand the island just a little bit more. It's still not enough. Okay, so I think something like this is fine. Yeah, that'll be okay. And maybe a little bit more. Perfect. And then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna station a guard here at all times. And we're gonna turn this into its own block. So we'll put in a... Well, I think you put in another jail door here. And then I think we can just do a standard double door probably here. And then this will be like the psychiatrist room or whatever it's called. The funny people that will make people do funny things. Yeah, let's just get that slammed out. This is gonna take a little bit. These projects are never quick anyways. This man still is annoyed. No free cells. There's enough cells to go around. Okay, let's get the psychologist's office in there. Also, I don't think we're feeding everyone. I think we need more cooks. No, there's enough meals for them. Okay. There's actually a ton of meals ready to go. Is there a way to get like a tray return table or no? No. Okay. Maybe it's time that we start accepting MedSec. If we accept MedSec, maybe it'll be fine. You know what's funny? I was reading like a guide on how to have like the perfect prison, and the funniest thing I remember seeing was like, oh jeez, what did he die from? Starved to death. I think the weirdest one I saw was apparently the way to win is you just make the most comfortable maximum security prison ever, because they just max sec prisoners just give you so much money that it's just better to have, you know, more max sec prisoners, which I thought was dumb. That's why we're not doing that strategy, because I'm like, no. Also, 3 people died because they all starved to death because they're all crazy. I don't have a spot for the criminally insane. I think they need to eat at a different time. We also need to get this bridge door figured out. So I think what we'll do is we'll put a nice simple fence gate, I think. I think we just need a standard fence gate. Actually, no, we'll do a staff gate, I think was fine. Because I know we're gonna have the psychologist enter this area at some point too. Okay, so let's put in a wall here. You know what? I don't think we need this door anymore. This door is not necessary. Get rid of this. And then this entire section will be the I want to say it's the psychologist's office. It just needs an office, right? Yeah, okay. That'll be fine. Okay, so concrete wall, and then I'm gonna hire a psychiatrist. Wait, okay, so no, you need a psychologist. Wait. Okay, let's get the psychiatrist here. He gets a really big office, although realistically it makes more sense to have multiple psychiatrists' office. We have a single psychiatrist for now, and he'll have to do his darndest to not fail. Put a nice office chair here with a nice desk chair, and he needs his filing cabinets. He's gonna need a lot of these things because boy, gee howdy, there's a lot of prisoners. Okay. So that'll be his office once that's built out. I don't know why my walls keep disappearing. Or they're just not built yet, okay. They're still taking the weird long way around, like, the island. I don't understand why. Is it legitimately faster to go around this island that way than the other paths that I've set up? Okay. Anyways, we gotta run a power cable. So, just run a power cable like this. It's 1 down to center. We'll just put 2 down here, should be fine. And then obviously it's gonna need some water, or else they're not gonna be able to do their, you know, their business. Just follow the other pipes. Doesn't really make sense to not do that. Okay, and then small pipes down the line. Okay, I need to use the restroom, so once this is ordered to be built out, I will go do exactly that. Just need to make sure that everything will run smoothly until I return. Okay, so I'm gonna let the game run on 4x speed. I'm gonna hope nothing bad happens in the meanwhile. So you can gawk at it all you want. I'll be right back. Okay. You know what I do want to talk about today, though? I saw this very interesting food earlier, if you can call it that, on social media. And apparently this is a very much a thing in the South. But did you know there's a very popular snack called Coke Peanuts? I'd never heard of this until I saw a picture of it earlier. Apparently in the South, like the southern United States, it's very popular to take a bottle of Coke and just dump peanuts in there for some reason. Yeah, I've never heard of it until I saw images of it like going around Japanese Twitter. I'm like, who's eating this? Who's the market for this food? It just completely blew my mind that this was a thing that people actually like consume. I kind of want to try it. The thing is, like, I don't like the concept conceptually, but I've seen it and I'm like, this could be kind of interesting if, you know, if done right. Problem is doing it right, you know? That's kind of how I feel about it. Okay, so I think we need to put a wall here, I think. And then this is gonna be sealed off like this, and that should be fine. I don't know, maybe they're onto something, right? Maybe the Japanese are onto some crazy concept. Well, it's not the Japanese, it's the American South. They're like, man, maybe I should have trusted them. Maybe they knew what they were doing. I thought I hired a psychologist. Oh, I need a psychiatrist, not a psychologist. Okay, haha. Okay, that has been resolved. We need, next is what? Okay, so one CCTV. Also a door control system because our guard's spending most of their time opening doors. Install a door control system. One guard can open multiple doors simultaneously, so that would not be a bad idea either. We really need a security room. Just don't know where I would put that. This is also not built yet, which is also kind of annoying. I've been like hoping this would get built sooner, but boy, it's getting rough. Okay, let's do another thing. Jeez. According to some of our guards, the new radio host on the station the prisoners listen to has been saying a lot of things that are riling the inmates up. It might be worth removing radios for the time being. Okay, well, we don't have any radios, so it's not a big deal. That's fine. So yeah, I've just been really interested in, like, because I've been seeing like this weird thing where apparently American and Japanese Twitter users are interacting with one another in a cultural food exchange by showing, like, Americans showing off their sick barbecue. Because you have to remember, in a lot of other countries, you know, rice is the prime, like, the meat is like an accompaniment to the rice rather than the rice being the main star in like a lot of other cultures. In America, everyone just eats meat. I can't eat a meal without meat in it. Maybe I'm the weird one. In fact, Ray would probably call me crazy for being like that. And all I can say is, yeah, probably. I like having access to delicious, you know, food. Meat being one of those things. Okay, I gotta add more here. It was just very interesting, like, seeing that. type of thing. Maybe the world can come together in peace and harmony through the concept of sharing meat. Like whenever we have like a barbecue, we always just invite as many people as we can, and we all just get together and just enjoy a nice meal. Okay, let's get this, and let's also get patrol routes unlocked because that's the thing we need to do. Let's just get all this technology. Just gotta slam it out loud anyways. Land expansion. Yeah, it's fine. You're jealous of the meat Americans get. You need to go to some expensive place that else get kind of meat. Americans just have barbecue and use it weekly. I mean, I know you're joking. I know it's like it sounds funny, but like it's actually just really true. Like the sheer amount of food Americans can consume is just crazy. I love it. Like it is actually insane. Everything that Americans eat is just like, all right, how much food, how much meat can there be? For without meat, what are we but, you know, savages? That's kind of how I see it. Oh, it's so cursed. I hope one day you'll be able to experience the greatness that is American meat. Just a big old juicy, I don't know what you want to eat, like a hamburger or something along those lines. It truly is a life-changing experience. It's similar to, like, I don't know. I think it's like one of those things where people kind of like rag on it until they finally try it and they're like, oh my god, the Americans are onto something here by having all this meat-based diets. But then that's how you get the average American who's probably, you know, high cholesterol and on the verge of utter biological collapse because their diet is just filled with meats and like not really anything else. Imagine having a meal and just not having vegetables. Wouldn't that be a bad thing? Yeah, you probably want to make sure you have, you know, all that, or else you're gonna probably explode at some point in the future. So just keep that in mind. A lot of times it's like, I probably do need to eat healthier though. I definitely need to eat healthier. Like I'm aware of my own shortcomings as an individual. I think we'll just expand it out like that to make it look a little more natural. Yeah. And then I'll just make the fence straight along. It should be fine. I think we do need to put a gate. Yeah, I'll probably put a gate here. Let's see. I think for this one, a very simple staff gate should be fine. But you know, I know the joke is Americans having barbecues all the time, but legitimately, like, sometimes we do have barbecues almost weekly. It's kind of crazy, actually. We do legitimately just sometimes do have, like, weekly things like that. I still want to know about this, like, Coke peanut things. I might want to try it. I kind of want to try this Coke peanut thing. It just sounds crazy. I thought I ran power lines here. Oh, you need to physically connect it. Okay, that's why. Okay, the prisoners aren't even in here yet. I think we need to hire more guards. That should be fine. More guards. Okay. We need 3 guards on patrol routes. Okay. So why don't we do a blue patrol? Why don't we do one that's like just kind of walking here? Why don't we do another one that's kind of walking here? And why don't we do another one that's kind of like here? Okay. And then maybe that's fine. Like 3 guards there? That should be okay. Okay, what's next? Let's go do a shakedown. There's too many prisoners with drugs. It's time to figure out how the heck they're getting all these drugs. Probably a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, the other thing I want to do is I want to put a wall. Actually, that's fine. What do we need? What's next? I think I was gonna make this like a visitation room. Which is probably correct. I think we should put a visitation room. I think 45 families want to go visit their loved ones, so why don't we do that here? It's near the entrance anyways, so I can do visitation. Okay, this one here. Okay, and then just needs visitor table and connected 3 separate patrols. No, yeah, I want them to all be together. That was the intent. Okay, so I need visitor table, visitor booth. Okay, so what I think I can do for this, right, is we're gonna do if they still want to come by and see their loved ones in jail. Perfect. Let's do the doors. Probably this wouldn't need anything beyond a... Probably this wouldn't need anything beyond just like a standard door, right? I would assume. Yeah, I think this is probably okay with standard doors. Okay, there we go. And then we'll... Here it goes. Oh, okay, hold on, wait. We can see where they're getting all their drugs from. They're stealing it from the infirmary, I think. Yeah. Okay, this is still crazy. Why? No canteens accessible from the cell. Prisoners will have nowhere to eat. But there is a canteen. Or are they not allowed to go to that canteen? Oh, you know what? I think I know why. Hold on. I know what's causing the problem. I did find out what was happening. So what you actually have to do is, first of all, I'm gonna make this shallow water here. And let's make sure it's all shallow water through the end. And then we have to build a fence, I think. Well, we have to add a floor, so let's add a... You need to add a wall, is basically what it is. But I still want to make it look like a bridge. Not really a way to make it look nice, I think, is the problem. Let's just extend the dock out like this. And then find a way to make it look nice. Oh, hey, look, 2 people died. Great. Fun. Can they stop dying, please? That'd be great. I would love it if they would stop dying on me. Oh shoot, power station's capped out. Just add more of these capacitors. Okay. Okay, so now we're overcapped on prisoners again. Also, people are starving. I don't know how to make him less starving. It's probably because he's insane, or he needs to be in solitary. Well, that's what this is for, but I didn't get that built out yet, and so they can't go in there. So the main problem is no canteen because there's an open path to escape here, and if there's an open path to escape, the game doesn't like that. So the only way to do it is I have to build this out, then I can build a wall. But the only wall I can realistically build is a fence, which is not going to look pretty because it's on dirt. But yeah, it's a compromise. That's the only way I can make this look nice. There you go. And so now this jail is ready to go. So now I can deploy guards here. Yeah, so put a guard there. Put a guard in the visitation. Like that and there. We'll need to hire more guards. There we go. More. 3 people died. Can they stop dying? Oh, they starved to death. Yeah, because now they have a place to be. Now the crazies can go here. And that should be okay. We're not able to feed everyone yet. It's still a bit of a problem, so we may need to hire additional cooks as well. Let's hire like 2 more cooks, I think. And that should be fine. Construction specialist is also not a bad idea. It's modded content. Keeps them working faster. I don't know how this works, but it's fine. Okay. The main problem, again, they have to walk across this thing, and their needs are still a little janky. I thought their needs are being met, but I guess it's not. Maybe they need more staff restrooms. Oh, we need to clean the prisoners' clothing. I don't know how I can afford to clean their clothes, unfortunately. So that's a bit of a problem. And obviously with only 1 parole room. Oh, you know what? I remember now. So I think to actually have parole... How does parole work in this? Permanent punishment. Small cells, legal prep. Your lawyer will start doing paperwork. Why don't we do surveillance? I need surveillance next. And then let's do tax relief. I want to stop paying my taxes. Okay. So there's should be getting visitors soon. Okay, so what we really need is we need the security room. I need a security room where I can do the CCTV and all the door controls and whatnot. I think if we're just gonna be building these weird bridges, I might just build a small island here that's gonna be strictly for that type of material. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, let's do exactly that. Once it's daytime, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's really no way to make this look nicer, huh? The dock is basically it. So at least the prison, I mean, the prison's okay. Like, they'll be fine. There's just not a lot of space to do all the other things that a prison would want, maybe to be, like, happier. We'll probably add, like, medium sec and, like, a high sec somewhere in the back. And we'll really dump a lot of security stuff over there. In fact, I might actually put the security room, security facilities in this area. There's a lot of space there. Probably makes a lot of sense. Let's get that built out. So about here. So we're gonna put a giant security building. Like, all the security tools we will need will be built right inside of there. And this will require... I think it's literally just a giant security. And we need a giant door. One of the finest doors. Secure doors. Oh wait, that's security cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll do a singular door. Yeah, I think we put a jail door here. Should be fine. I think I might change the music again. Any OST requests? Let's see. God, I'm not getting a lot of good recommendations from YouTube. I was listening to like I've been addicted to listening to Bird Brain still by, what's that individual's name? You know what I'm talking about. But Ace Combat soundtracks? Ace Combat, sure. Ace Combat OST. That seems prison appropriate, right? Ghost in the Shell would also be an option. Let's try the Ace Combat. Best of Ace Combat's music. Because this game just doesn't have its own soundtrack, which is so weird to me. Is this gonna get me copyright struck? I hope not. I've never played Ace Combat. I want to play Ace Combat one of these days, but just never had the chance to do so, which is a little unfortunate. Okay, so I can actually complete the one where it's like raise my prisoner capacity to 50. Let's do that real quick. So that's an instant grant we complete. Let's see. Tool cleanup. Track down on drugs. Find 10 illegal narcotics. Okay. I'll probably do a shakedown in the near future. Too many people are getting drugs and I don't know where they're getting it from. Okay, can we get the rest of these here? How's this work? Minsec grading. Supermax grading, transport, laundry distribution, food distribution. Okay. So we can see where they get their food from. Prison labor, laundry, room quality. Ah, here we go. So we can see what's making each room like different quality. Ah, see, look at this. No windows, for example. Shower heads, etc., etc., etc. Well, yeah, they're not going to be too happy because turns out they just don't like the fact that they are here. It's not supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to be functional. Alright, we got to get solitary built. I forgot about that. Let's build solitary confinement. I have somehow completely ignored solitary confinement this entire time, and it's probably about time we fix that. So let's run power cables down this entire line, and then what I've been wanting to do is finally have the door control system and CCTV monitors. We can do... Why don't we do door control... Oh wait, you know what I can do because of how this is set up? Well, these are kind of pricey. That's fine. And we can put a phone tap. And we can put CCTV monitors like this. Yes. We'll be able to see everything. Okay, what else do they need? They need chairs and desks and filing cabinets, right? Okay. Desks and chairs. So we'll put a single... why don't we put like a few here? 2 should be fine. And then a filing cabinet like next to it. Yes. This is good music. Excellent choice on Ace Combat. One day I'll play it. I hope one day I'll get an opportunity. Okay. I don't know what this guy's doing, but he's kind of allowed to walk around, I guess. He's agitated. What do the criminally insane do? Okay, I can't make separate work orders for them right now until I get additional research done. Let's get education and dogs. CCTV improvements is fine too. Alright, fine. If this is the music, we'll go with this music. I want a guard stationed in here at all times. Yeah, I want to make sure there's a guard in there at all times and one in here, obviously. I think we need to hire more guards. Alright, we're at a cool 30 guards now. Okay. Still don't know why we don't have visitation. How do I get visitation going? Oh, wait. Here we go. I forgot about this thing. Okay, so visitation. Okay, so it's allowed. Lockdown nutrition policy. Oh, wait, we can actually change their nutrition policy. I can make their meal quality worse. Parole cutoff, adjustment cutoff. Okay. Here we go. Behavioral therapy, parole hearings. Okay, so now I'm allowed to do parole hearings. Okay, once per day. And then... psychiatrist. That's a psychologist we have over there, right? So... spiritual guidance, alcoholic group therapy, okay, and then we can try to do drug addiction treatments. And then... let's start with that for now, but now I need to make sure it's scheduled somewhere on their stuff here. Let's see. 7's just sitting there on Steam. I think I wanted to stream an Ace Combat game at some point, but I didn't because Ray would probably get sick, like, watching it, and so that's why I never did it. I mean, it makes the most sense, like, realistically. Like, I do try to make sure whatever I play, Ray is capable of watching, otherwise, you know, not ideal. Okay. Am I only allowed 1 parole hearing at a time? Oh, it takes 4 hours? We might need additional parole hearing rooms, I think. Let's see. Regulation sits, repeatable. Force of 5 pharmaceuticals used to combat prisoners. Oh, okay, so that's for our staff, right? Or no, it's for our prisoners, okay. Spiritual guidance. Psychiatric consultation. I think we'll just be okay with 1 parole hearing. Oh, wait, here, we can do multiple parole hearings. I think. Yes, there's always a parole hearing around the clock. There we go. So there's at least 4 parole hearings in a given day. That seems to be a good amount. I hope we can get some of these prisoners, you know, brought back into the common society. However, I will do a shakedown in a second. All right, it's time to shake down. We need to find all those nasty, evil contraband. Let's also hire more guards. More guards! I am running out of money. Alright, it's time to build out the solitary. I'm gonna build solitary behind here. I don't want it to be super crazy. Solitary is not a place to relax, it's a place to suffer. And if they want to be bad children, then they shall be punished accordingly. Let's just add this here. Should be fine. And do I make it a little bigger? I think we'll make it a little bigger. 3. Yeah, let's expand out here. Okay, and then this will get a door. Let's see. needs a... Oh, actually, you know what I've been meaning to do now that we have access to this? I need to put the secure, whatever it's called, the remote doors. Now that we can afford to do this. So, the main reason we're going to replace things with remote doors, if I can do that, is that it's a lot easier to manage the prisoners if we have a remote door. So, for example, we're going to dismantle this, and then dismantle this one, and then this big door is going to get replaced as well. And hopefully we can get the rest of this built out. Now that we have door control systems, I need to put in remote doors here. Oh shoot, just a single door. And we can seal that up as well. Yeah, so this is Minsack here. And hopefully that'll look nice. I think we'll do a single remote door setup for each of these, so we can basically control where they're coming from. And I think what you have to do is you actually have to wire it. I forgot, like, wiring is weird, but oh, you need to put a door servo. Okay, so with the door there, you put a servo. Kind of weird you have to do all this, but whatever. You can also do like logic bridges, but quite frankly, I'm not 100% sure how that works, so it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, so we have to wait until that's built out, and then we'll have nice upgraded door systems, and hopefully nothing bad will happen. We also need more electricity, because good god, I ripped through our electricity way too quickly. Alright, just add more capacitors. You can fit a whole 9 capacitors for each of these, and that'll provide a huge chunk of electricity as long as you can keep porting it. Alright, let's do another grant. What's the next one? Prison maintenance, visitation rights. Visitation rights is probably not a bad idea. We can build a commons room for them. Maybe put the commons room next to the yard. Yeah, that's fine. And then criminally insane wing would also need to be done. We're missing 2 psychiatrists. So I need to figure out where I'm going to put the psychiatrist. I have a psychologist, but not the psychiatrist. Let's just get rid of this jail door. I don't think this one's necessary anymore. Dismantle that for now. Okay. Blocked because of what? Remote doors will not work without a working servo attached. Okay, so now we got the servo. Why is this remote door like that? Oh, you know what? I see. Okay. We gotta wire this up. How does this work? Okay, so now that's connected, right? Oh, perfect. Okay. So now that door is working as intended. These other doors are not so much. Just get rid of these real quick. We don't need those anymore. They're in the way. Hopefully we can get that servo built, and then we can get this actually done. Perfect. They're also just kind of backwards. Okay, so now, once that's done, I have to go back in here. It's kind of annoying that you have to do all of this just to have automatic doors. But I guess you can't really do much about it. It's just how the game's designed. Kind of annoying. We have a prison full of ragamuffins. What is a ragamuffin? I am not familiar with this terminology. I'm gonna put more work. I'm gonna put like another foreman and like a few more workers. Oh, he needs an office. Just kidding. He's fired. Just give me more manual laborers. It's fine. Okay, this gate's ridiculous. Am I prisoning? We're prisoning as best as we can. It's a bit of a mess right now, but it's kind of working. We're trying anyways. I'm gonna put a... Like, I hate that they're using this instead of getting it from anywhere else, but I also have the reception area set up over there and not here. What I should probably do is move this entire delivery section here instead, and they'll stop going that way. In fact, I'm gonna do exactly that. I don't know why I haven't done this yet. That would have saved me a lot of headache. And dirt. Just increase the dirt here. In fact, no, let's make this look a little nicer. Can I make this look even better? Why is this an ugly wooden dock when we can have nicer docks? What are you doing? Welcome to our little prison that I've not named, and nor have I saved, and I should probably save the game. That's fine. I think it's auto-saving anyways. What do I do? I wish I could turn you into a prisoner, but unfortunately I'm not allowed to make you a prisoner. The game is not fond of such mechanics. Okay, so this is gonna be... What is this stupid thing called? Deliveries? Am I crazy? Oh, here we go, deliveries, okay. So we'll do deliveries here. And we'll do garbage next to it. Should be fine. If I can find garbage. Here we go, garbage goes here. And then we're gonna just get rid of all this here. That way they're no longer there, and they'll actually be in the other spot. And then I can have them stop. They don't have to keep going through this weird tiny door that they've been navigating this entire time. Okay, I can now intake criminally insane prisoners. So guess what I'm gonna start doing? We're gonna start intaking criminally insane prisoners. Whatever's available, we'll just fill to capacity. We can also take a legendary prisoner. Can you imagine being a prisoner so crazy that you're called legendary? What could that possibly mean to be a legendary prisoner? Oh shoot, this door, I forgot to... yeah, let's fix that real quick. They never built a servo for some reason. What do you mean they failed 3 times to build a servo? No, build a servo. I can't have them move here. Move here. What the heck? Okay, I think I see what's happening. Okay, so I think what you have to do is you need to dismantle the door. You have to put the servo before you put the door. I think that's the big issue that I'm running into. There we go. Now we can put that door back. They were going crazy. Hi, Garm. Welcome to my very cool prison, where their citizens are very unhappy with how I've been treating them. But that's a minor problem. Okay, intelligence. There's a lot of narcotic supply going around. Yeah, I think they're getting the drugs from here, which is the big problem from the infirmary. Oh, I should probably hook that up, shouldn't I? Okay, there we go. Now that door's automatic. Perfect. A silly idea for the devs? What's your silly idea for the devs? Maybe they should finish Prison Architect 2, like I've been saying earlier, because I would love to build a 3D prison, but the game's just not coming out because Paradox Interactive just decided that they don't want to work on it right now, and it's a little unfortunate. It is tragic. Quite tragic. Okay, let's build the commons room over here. It's been something I've been wanting to build anyways. It's not a big commons room, it just needs to be big enough, I would say. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace this with a standard fence, I think. We'll just put a normal door. It doesn't need to be crazy. Actually, we'll do a remote door with the door servo when I find it at some point. The door, so okay, I guess we can do that right now. That's fine. And then if I just put a standard door here is okay. And then probably just put a standard fence gate there. Okay. Multiplayer mode, where the main player builds a person while the community members have the game to try to escape it. I thought that'd be kind of neat, actually, but I know there's multiplayer because I played it multiplayer with Ray, but yeah, you're not working like that, unfortunately. It's not like that. It'd be kind of neat, though. Let's get legal department. Oh my gosh, wait, we can get dogs. Ooh. We can get canines. I think to get a canine, you need to build a kennel. Yeah, so maybe we'll do canines later. We don't need canines right now, although we could put one like here too. Would not be a bad idea. What do you think of my prison garb? Isn't it beautiful? I decided an island map was going to be the vibe that I was going to go with today. So right now this is Minsec here, and this is going to be the... Oh shoot, he's stuck there, isn't he? Oh yeah, he's stuck. And this is going to be my... what's the word for it? Let's get rid of this door real quick. This is going to be the solitary. That's what this is. Yeah. But we're listening to the soundtrack of that game that was mentioned before, because it was like, all right, I don't know what to listen to, and so that's what we chose. Run pipes through all this. I forgot this is just like the annoying way to do things. Okay, there we go. We gotta get laundry done at some point, so we'll build a laundry facility probably somewhere here. This will probably just be like the commons facilities. Probably make the canteen a little bigger at some point too. It's a little tiny. Yeah, so we're at 50. We can support 50 prisoners right now. We can do... It's 40 Minsec here, and we can do 10 criminally insane, and we'll have about 8 solitary. I do want to build a medium security facility in the near future. That's my next goal. But I think I'm just going to honestly copy the same build here and just plop it over here. And then they'll just have like a shared commons. I need to dismantle this. I need to stop putting these doors down right away because it's just impossible to build the foundation. And obviously our builders are working as best as they can, but there's only one dock. I might need a second dock. In fact, I should just probably add that dock now. Okay. Alright, let's add another boat dock. We'll offset it. I think it looks fine offset. I did see the new Star Sector update. I'm more excited to see what they're gonna do with the AI shenanigans. Like, that sounds interesting to me. I'll have to ultimately see how it pans out, but I am someone who generally has high hopes for things. So, you know, I have high hopes. We'll see. We'll see. Why are they not building? Are they just unable to reach? Oh, it's just stepping stones. How do I get rid of these? Is there a mass sell option? Just sell all this. I don't need all this. Well, that's fine. I guess we'll just leave that as. Yeah, the main thing I'm gonna be concerned about is like all the mods that are gonna have to be updated so that I can actually play the game with all the cool things, right? Like that's gonna be the annoying part. It's like, oh, I have to wait for the game to be updated now. Oh. It's not actually a big deal, but it's like, oh, fine. Yeah. How do I give them the option to have visitation? I'm trying to figure out how to get visitation going. Is there not a visitation program? Am I crazy? Kitchen safety. How do you begin visitation? I swear I've done this before. Visitation rights. I guess we'll just build the rest of this first. They want a commons room, which is what we were in the middle of building, which is this facility here. Let's build this out. The warden says a fire started in the kitchen. I don't have a fire department, so good luck. Oh, hello, that's on fire. Do I have a way to deal with this? You're gonna have to be real politic. You're gonna have to actually finagle with... Okay, we're just gonna... Oh, we can't call enough... Oh, shoot, we can't... We don't have a helipad. We can't call in firemen. Oh. Okay, that might be a problem. Maybe this is why we need sprinklers, huh? Yeah, okay, so that was, so anyways, the kitchen's basically dead. We'll rebuild that in a second, but at the very least I need to start adding sprinklers everywhere. Okay. What I'm learning is sprinklers everywhere. You know, they might not be able to reach the visitation center. That's probably the main thing, too. Probably don't need this jail door. Let's get rid of this one. But that's definitely... Wait, actually, can I slap down a helipad? Oh, wait, I do have a helipad. I just never put it down. Put it down now. Let's make this priority number 1, please. That's urgent. Figure out where the helipad is and put it down. And then I'm just going to call it in... Where's the helipad? Oh my god, they're still walking over there. Okay, well, no one's eating in the near future, I guess. They're gonna have to starve for a bit until I can solve this little problem. And I'm gonna dismantle this wall here. Please put down the helipad. Where did it go? Okay. And then I can call in air firefighters. Come on in. There they go. All right, there's our brave firefighters. Go. Go here. Okay. Well, the fire's out, which is good. Now it's got to get rebuilt. So thankfully, we have very brave workers that are able to rebuild everything in due time, I think, hopefully. I think we had some people die, which is unfortunate. You know, people dying, it happens. So, you know, we make do. We make do. Okay, so there's the visitor boat. What does this say? Okay, well, there's... I don't know how to make them visit. Well, we're gonna build the common room anyway, so that's fine. Room... Design... Common... I mean, the main thing with this game is that it's just like, you have to learn how to do everything again, so... I just set this visitation, right? That is visitation. And then inside this room, they want a pool table... and 2 televisions for some reason. Let's put, like, I don't know, put one, put it here. They can be like, oh yeah, we're watching that Pokemon's couch. What's the nearest chair? Oops. Oh, benches. Okay, we'll do a bench. That isn't okay. Bench 1, bench 2. Actually, they'll just watch it real up close, and then I need to put the payphone. Phone booth. Okay, there we go. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and they said 5, so I guess I'll put a 5th one here. All right, so that should be enough to keep them happy. The kitchen area has been kind of rebuilt, but I guess it didn't auto-build the... Is it not going to auto-rebuild the walls? Oh, it is set to auto-build it. Okay. Some of it anyways. It's not all of it. I guess I have to reorder it. Okay. Not ideal. But we'll make it happen. The problem is I can't see it, and that's the biggest concern. Obviously, with some of the doors destroyed, a lot of the pipes got demolished too, so we have to rebuild all the pipes. It's unfortunate that fire happened. The dear prisoners are gonna have to go without food for quite some time until this issue has been resolved to my satisfaction. This is gonna take a second anyways. I don't know why this thing is still not working. Get rid of this door. I think this door is like the wrong direction. I'll just move it. Okay. Also, there's not enough water anymore too, so... Or no, wait, I forgot to just use sprinklers. They gotta get piped in. Let's see. It seems like the foundation's still there, because when I try to do foundation, it says it's blocked, so I assume it's okay. I should be able to just turn this back into a canteen. And then we just need to turn this one back into a kitchen. And then obviously we just need to run the power and everything back. We gotta run all the utilities as quickly as possible. Ooh. That was rough. It's like playing Rimworld when there's a giant fire and then everything explodes because of my incompetence. Someone escaped. Not ideal. Oh jeez, look at the pipes. It's just like a mess. Because just reroute the pipes again. This one is supposed to be a giant fat pipe here. Okay. We did have someone escape somehow. Someone died. Unfortunate. He died because a guard beat him in the head. Okay. Well. That is tragic. Let's hook these all up. Okay. Our foremen, our builders are going to be a little busy for now. We're also going to start adding CCTV cameras everywhere because why not? So camera in here. And then probably don't need a camera in there, but I guess you put a camera in here. They're so busy, like they don't know what to do. There's so many things that need fixing in here. Oh, that's not where it's supposed to go. There we go. Let's get that built out. Like there's parole officers and parole lawyers there too, but I guess they can't get in for some reason. I think this door here needs to get removed. Let's dismantle this door real quick, and then I'm gonna replace that with a remote door, and it should be fine. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Yeah, I think that's the only way to do this. I need to put more remote doors, but remote doors also require a servo. So the correct thing to do is you put the servo first. So what I think I'll do is over here, I'll do a double door. And then we'll wire a utility, one of these servos here. So we'll make it like a double, I guess a single is fine. And I should be able to put it there. What are the other ones I just missed here? Well, what was that? You can put a scanning machine for delivery areas and storage rooms. Scan would increase for contraband. Must be wired to a scanner monitor to guard spot contraband. Scanner monitor. Okay, so you can scan things as they enter your facility. Got it. All right, so there's the kitchen. 6 people have died today in a giant mega brawl, which is continuing to get worse every second because everyone's hungry and dying of starvation. So yeah, that fire really caused a problem, and I really need to get some. I need to get some anti-fire going. Yeah, we need sprinklers. I almost keep looking for fire foam poppers, and I'm like, that's the wrong game. If I just put one in each corner, it's probably fine. So in that case, I should be able to just run the water pipe into those. Shouldn't be that difficult. And this one needs the piping too, so let's get that piped in. Okay. And why is this one not have enough power now? Because it's actually not hooked up to the power grid. Okay. I think we have to do it like this. I don't remember, but I'll just do that anyways. Okay. Hopefully, now that we've gone through all the deaths, we should be in a better position now. We can get this sorted out. This area also needs a lot of power, so let's also run a giant power grid. Just like that. Okay. I can finally put in this ridiculous door. All I'm gonna say is building this prison is way more difficult than I had anticipated. Remote door. There's a lot of like weird quality of life things that this game needs, and it's trying, but it's a little rough. Yeah, see, look at that. They're trying to add the pipe, the electrical lines here. They have to do it from inside instead of outside for some reason. There's no water connection to some of these things also, which is weird, even though I thought I ordered it. Okay, but at the very least, we should be able to get food now. We are below our cash flow. We're making negative dollars. Probably because we lost too many people, right? Yeah, okay, so solution, get more prisoners quickly. Okay, so we need more CCTV cameras. The game's asking us to make more cameras. And we also need to start hooking all these random things up as well. Just, you know, connecting this, for example. See, now we can see inside while we're not inside. Okay, so we'll have a giant stack of prisoners arriving. Still don't know why those parole officers aren't allowed to get off. Like the prisoners are usually waiting for the parole officers, and I don't know why or how this works. Okay, so again, more doors. And then we can also flesh this out with more walls. I'm hearing the sounds of very angry prisoners in the near future. Oh yeah, I'm hearing fights. We may need to do a quick lockdown. A lot of prisoners have severe complaints because of their clothing and their food. Well, hopefully we'll have food for them now. No, there's not enough meals. Oh boy. They're cooking. We might need to hire more cooks. I think we lost the cook, actually. Yeah, I think we might have lost the cook during that last fight. Also hire some orderlies. I don't know where the orderlies have to go, but just to make sure we have someone to deal with these crazier prisoners, we can at least tend to them. So that'll keep them happy. A lot of our guards are still also annoyed, so let's hire more guards. Okay. Why are they annoyed? Well, one, there's a dead one. Oh, we need a morgue too, don't we? We need psychiatrist offices too, so why don't we expand the psych island a little bit? Yeah. Someone probably needs to start grabbing some of these more crazy ones and try to put them where they need to go. The orderlies are working around the clock to ensure that we don't go crazy, but there's still not enough food. I think I need another cooker. Yeah, I'm just gonna add one more here, and we can add another fridge. Because that's enough serving trays for the food, but I think we need more guards. Okay. That should be fine. Yes, the visitors are arriving here for some reason. What is happening? Oh shoot, I know what's happening here. I forgot. Every time I hook up one of these door servos, you have to remember to like connect it. If you don't, it just stops working, which is really annoying. Because then I need to put another door servo here. Yeah, there's a pile up. I fixed it. Okay. And then I need to make sure there's a wall here. Perfect. Okay, so that's what I want. Let's also let's get rid of this door. Just sell it. It's fine. Okay, now it's being built, and they're still taking the weird long route and not the other correct way. I need to get rid of this. This fence gate is not how they're supposed to go through this way like everyone else, but they're going through this way. So we're gonna replace that with a fence. Yeah, let's do it this way. So easiest solution is we can do it here, and I can get rid of this one. Okay. Should not be too difficult. Okay. So now they should be going through the correct way, I hope. Right? Through the main entrance where they will be yelled at and scanned through the metal detector. But also, hello, Talem Grandmaster. I thought, okay, Grandmaster. I thought it said Grandmaster or Grandma. That should be fine. Okay, so then I need to hook this one up with 2. So now we have a CCTV that scans inside of here, which I guess is fine. It's not ideal. And then this door also needs to be connected too. I think I need more guards. Let's hook this up. All right, slowly but surely, it's all coming together. This entire facility is still a bit of a disaster, but hopefully it'll get fixed at some point. Oh, I never put walls here, that's why. I think I was leaving myself the option of expanding this, but I just ultimately chose not to, is what it seems like. What did I put here? Is this not concrete? Did I not put... Oh, I don't know what I did. Did I not put a foundation here? I did not put a foundation here. Holy cow. No wonder it's weird. Okay, let's fix that. I think this might also have lost its foundation. You may need to rebuild the foundation. Oh, it did lose the foundation. No, it does have a foundation. Alright, you know what? Let's just rebuild the concrete floor here. Yeah, we'll do concrete floor here. And we'll do tiles in the kitchen. Tiles usually look a little better. And that should be okay. We're still negative on money, but it'll be fine. It'll self-correct. Oh, I do have a medium security prisoner. I guess we start building our medium security facility. I thought I put a servo there. What happened to the servo? I swear I put a servo here. I'm actually gonna go crazy. I swear I put a servo, and it's like, no, you didn't actually put a servo. Okay. There we go, yeah. So the floor got demolished and it needs to be remade. So that's what's keeping them a little more sane. Okay. Okay, so the visitors are coming, but they're coming in on the helicopter, I think, for some reason, instead of actually going to the visitation room. I don't know why the visitation room's still not working the way it should be. It's very odd. Okay, so then now I can put in my servo. No, because there's still no foundation, so they're not allowed to put a servo unless there's a foundation, which is odd. Okay. What else do we need to do? Still need more CCTVs. Okay, so now we need the laundry system. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the laundry system, like, right here by the... essentially on the backside of the kitchen. I think is fine. And we'll put the entrance to it, like, probably back here. Let's also extend the floor out. Because, again, it's all about the aesthetics, right? You can't have a nice prison unless you put in the effort to make a nice prison, right? So that's why we're trying to make everything look a little prettier. Is it efficient? No. But who cares? We're all about aesthetics. Okay. And then at some point I gotta build that medium sec. Yeah, I think we need... What is the problem? Staff morale is low. It's still not letting me build the thing. So our builders have to still build it out. Okay. We're gonna do a shakedown. Let's just, you know, keep the prisoners on their toes by invalidating the right to privacy. That is a lot of drugs. Holy cow, we found so many narcotics. Okay. Well, some of these people are gonna go to solitary, which they just did, so... unfortunate for them. You know what? I don't think I need to put the foundation here. Screw it. Just make it look nice. Just put a concrete floor inside. Yeah. Yeah, they don't have a right to privacy. Not in my prison. I generally allow the prisoners to have, you know, some semblances of creature comforts, but, you know, they have to earn that right still. You know, they're not just guaranteed. Oh, Jesus Christ. Every time adding foundations is so messy because you just don't know what it's gonna do. Alright, let's add a door. So this is gonna be the laundry room, I guess. So we'll do staff door here. Should be okay. I don't want the prisoners running around, so I might actually replace this. I'm gonna replace these with staff doors. Okay, so that's really annoying. You can't just replace the doors. You have to just get rid of the door completely. Why is that the case? Why can't I just... You know, I think that's my biggest gripe with this game is you really need like a... This game needs just something like find it like replacement. You know, build over it, replace it with the thing that you really want. Don't know why that's not a thing. Put a door here. Okay. And then here is our laundry room, finally. Long overdue. So Just make a big old room and then just start putting in the laundry objects, which is... Oh, these are... Wow, these are pricey. You know what? We don't need that many laundry machines, right? We can start with 3. And then just throw a bunch of laundry baskets in here. And then a few ironing boards. Wait, they come in large and small? I think the large ones are fine. Yeah, there we go. That seems... I think that's a good start for an initial laundry facility. And then... I think we should probably consider building the medium security facility now. I think it's time. Let's get the nasty prisons. Let's get the nasty prisoners in here. Let's also get the store here. It does feel like I'm doing a lot of micromanaging, which is kind of annoying, but it's not the end of the world. A water pipe is burst and is flooding the area. Oh. Okay, how do I fix this? Don't I just send someone over there? Is that just going to be burst forever? What's going on? What is happening here? That is just flooding everything. Okay. Is there a way to fix this? Do I need to hire an emergency maintenance member? No? It's just gonna be like this, I guess? Where's the water pipe burst? Can I not actually interact with that? Is that just nonsense? Is that just fake? It might just be fake. Okay. Let's run a fat pipe here. And then let's just run these small pipes here so we can get the washing machines up and running and we can get some clean clothes on these prisoners. Alright, we're also going to build our medium sec area now. I think it's about time that we do it. I think for medium security, I probably don't want the prisoners interacting with each other too much. So I think what I'll do... Okay, so first of all, let's... I think for medium security, I will give them slightly better rooms. So that maybe they're not trying to kill each other. And that's probably not the worst idea. Maybe just like an improved cell. If you keep them far away from one another, it's probably fine. So we'll probably go 1, 2... So why don't we do... let's start with... I think that's a good size. And then I'll decide if I need to make adjustments to it, but that's probably okay. I don't know how much of this I need to fit in there. 1... 3, 4. I think I still make it a shared cell though, so we'll replace the beds with bunks. Still a little tight though. But at least they have their own showers. They'll just have to share it. It's not a big deal. Well, not a big deal to me, but probably to them it is. And then I can put in the servo door thingy eventually. Once that's built out. Okay, not too bad. I still have no idea how I can mark certain things as certain grades, but I would like to make this medium sec or low sec. The higher the grade difference between medium sec, the more medium sec will be encouraged to reform and behave. Okay, so maybe the correct thing to do is this was all wrong. Let's not give them the nice rooms. Let's give them the worst of the worst rooms. And I may have accidentally destroyed the order to build this out. Yeah. I think we should put the medium sec in more... Just probably equally the same conditions as over there. I think that'll be fine. Also, I keep forgetting to run electrical over here, too. Probably be important to do that. What is happening here? What is going on? I could have sworn you should be able to mark things as like medium sec. I don't know how. Oh, you know what? It might be a research. Okay. Also, we're gonna do unlock the groundskeepers and tasers. Because sometimes you just need the stronger, you know, solutions to all your problems. Okay, here we go. So, medium security is here, right? So this is the medium sec. And then we'll put med sec up here, I think. We'll put the showers towards the rear. Probably expand it if I have to, but we'll make it work. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy the cell design here, because we're gonna put 2 to a room as usual, and that should be good. So we'll clone this. I'm hearing a lot of screaming from the prisoners. Oh, we can't until it's built out. Okay, got it. God, well, this is so annoying. For now, I'm just gonna put a standard door. Standard door until it's built, then we can delete the door, fix it up, put a whatever you want to call it in there. I need more guards, I think. Need more staff rooms. 83 staff members have serious complaints. They're perpetually pissed off for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, wait. Do staff members need toilets too? Oh shoot, they might actually need... Oh! You know what? I think they do. Staff needs... Staff members will need food, rest, and other things to stay functioning. Oh my god, I forgot about this. I do need to make like a staff rest R&R island or something where they can just go in and, I don't know, have their food and a meal break and all that other stuff. I completely forgot I had that mechanic turned on. Okay, well, you know what? You know what I see over here? That's a very functional area to put a staff toilet. Just put a staff toilet there. They're not going to care. There's no specific building for a toilet, I think, either. As long as it's there, it's fine. I have no idea if this will work. Yeah, there we go. Nice little staff toilet there. And then we can try to deal with the remaining other needs. Food is a thing that they'll need as well, but we'll worry about that later. Let's get this sold off. Perfect. Okay, next is we're gonna hire a groundskeeper. They're fairly cheap to maintain daily, so mostly just to keep the grass and whatnot, you know, upheld. And we'll start adding some nice paving stones to each of these areas, like each of these buildings that they're supposed to go to. Like that. Should be fine. There we go. Another one here and another one there. Okay. I think this room... Okay. So the other thing is, I believe the laundry you cannot just do on your own. You actually need to hire prisoners to deal with the laundry. So in that case, we will begin a... Okay, none of these at all are prisoner work outreach programs. Workshop safety introduction, kitchen hygiene, foundation education. I could have sworn there used to be a way to do the laundry. How do I deal with the clothing need? I thought I had it set up. Needs... Okay. I am lost as to what I'm doing here. Is this built out now? Yes, kind of. There's like weird floors that have not been set up, so let's just finalize the floor here by dumping concrete everywhere. Okay. Just run concrete everywhere. And then how do I get the laundry machines to work? It's a laundry room, so that's good. That works fine. Oh, you know what's not in here? I know why. Okay, there's an order to put the laundry baskets, I think. maybe. Or the laundry basket's disappeared. They're somewhere. I don't know where half the stuff in this is going. Ah, yes, my favorite. Just random midday fights. Alright. You would think that they would be on their best behavior, but they really don't want to. What is happening here? Why? Oh, I think I see what happened. Okay. I need this like this. Because I think what it's trying to do is trying to build the foundation here, which is not supposed to be there, I think. I have no idea. Building in this game is like, when it works, it's cool, but a lot of times it's just janky and doesn't want to work the way you think it's supposed to work. Like, I order a wall. I don't know if that wall's ever going to get built at this point. And that's like the other thing that drives me nuts. There we go. So we're at least adding the wall. And then we can build this out. We'll probably need to do a drug shakedown at some point soon, too. This... Oops. Okay, and then I forgot that this needs to be wired up to... I feel like these motorized doors should just be auto-connected. I don't know why I have to do this manually. Yeah, that's super annoying that it does that, but whatever. Okay. Time to build our medium sec facility, so we'll just do the same thing here, which is take our very generic, very cramped room because they aren't deserving of higher end stuff, especially if they're bad people. But we'll give them a little bit more space in between, and I don't know why it's blocked, but okay. Okay, that's so obnoxious. So I can probably put it here for now. It's so weird. Do I have to pause it? Okay, I am... The room system drives me a little... You know what? I have an idea. Cancel this. No. Can. And then let's go to build. I'm gonna clone just like the entire section here. There we go. Oh, but I can't because it's not aligned. It's not lined up correctly. So I'll just copy this entire section here. And then I should be able to put this down, flip it. Okay. 1, flip, rotate, 2. Okay. And then we'll need to put like some kind of, what do you want to call it? Shower area, and then maybe like a common section is probably fine for them too. But I apparently cannot make enough meals for everyone now. We may need to order them into 2 meal groups. They only have 2 hours for eating. Thought I could set up them. Oh, I can't set them up separately. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have. Oh shoot! No, I can't. What? How do I break up the regime? Oh, because I don't have any medium sec yet. I think that's probably why I can't. All right. That's probably why. Okay, let's just let this build out. I need more money, so the only way I'm gonna get more money is if I get this medium sec group in here. We'll run 1 power line here, and then we'll run the other power line here. Ah, 2 more dead people. Fantastic. People are dying left and right. Under my careful supervision, I am continuing to lose more and more prisoners. I'm losing control of the situation. Just run a pipe through the toilet line. Should be fine. And then we'll also need to put a servo door servo here. Actually, I think you can use the servo doors for prison doors too. I keep forgetting about that. Oh wait, we can also put windows, I guess, but I'm not sure if I want to give them windows. It will make them happier seeing a door, but they'll be fine. That's my prisoners. Well, where did you last see them? Well, you know, they kind of exploded when I wasn't paying attention. So, you know, minor issues. Also, I thought I fixed this water pipe. It's still broken. Is there just no way to fix it? Anyways, let's get this built out. There's our second prison wing. It's getting slapped out as fast as we can. Okay. Yeah, apparently we're not making enough food. What happened to my laundry baskets? I swear I put a bunch of laundry baskets here and they just all disappeared. What in the world? What do you mean high explosive or low explosive? We're putting in very normal prisoners. We got the low sec here. We're gonna put medium sec up here. They'll get a little bit more space probably, but actually no, we're gonna make them even more cramped. We gotta incentivize them to be on their best behavior. All right, now these guys are gonna get their food. Hopefully they're not gonna go crazy killing each other, trying to eat their bacon, eggs, and sausage and cheeses and whatever they're eating. There we go. It's a bit of a slow go, but at least it's working. Okay, then I'm gonna convert this one. Connect that there. Let's get rid of this door and replace it with a nicer door, namely the remote door. Perfect. We have a lot of guards, but 5 more people died today. Why? Why? How do they keep dying? I really want to know how they keep dying. This one died of what? Starvation? What's this one dead of? Killed by a guard with a baton. All right, that is definitely not what I like to see. Okay. And then I need to build a shower area here. So I think what we do is we'll just we'll demarcate the shower. Same thing as before. The general design will include the drain, but since there's going to be less people here, ideally we could probably just put these pillars. No, they're a little higher on the danger, so we're just gonna kind of watch them like this. It's not the prettiest way to do things, but it functions. Okay. And then we need to hook that up with pipes. Just like that. And then I think this other one will just add more. I think I probably fit like 2 more in there. Why is Ace Combat's music so good? I really need to play this game at some point. Every time I hear the OST, I'm just like, this is just amazing. Like, it's just peak. I might make that like a insanity room, but we'll see. We need to install more CCTV cameras, that's fine, because I'm just going to install more anyways. Okay, so I need security, CCTV, and then we'll just start adding them. So we'll put one here, and then we'll put one over here, and we'll put one over here watching the showers, and we'll need to put one in the kitchen as well, just, you know, if we don't have anyone in there, at least we're watching. Or the canteen. And I think I can fit one here and here. It's not necessary, but at least gets us extra viewing angles. And we'll put one down here as well. Okay, so that's a lot of CCTVs. That should be okay. We're gonna do a bang up real quick though. We're gonna just check for drugs. Yeah, there's a tunnel here too, by the way. They escaped. If we solve that, we may need to build a kennel. Okay. Let's go to utilities, just hook everything up so we can connect this camera. This door's hooked up. Camera. Okay. What other needs they have? Rest, environment. There's an event that said it burst, but I don't know how to fix it. So it's just been there, and I have no idea how to fix it. Like some events, like, hey, your pipe burst, and I'm like, okay. So how do I fix it? And it's just like, oh, be sure to repair it. Great. Doesn't tell me how to repair it. And I have all the builder things except the construction specialist. A fire started in the kitchen. Ah, but you see, I was prepared this time. I was prepared. Look at that. The kitchen fire knocked out instantly. I'm not making that mistake again. Okay, let's So I meant to do a shakedown. And more people are still dying. Yeah, probably should just build drains around it. Yeah, let's just add a drain around it. Cool. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, staff morale is still low, but that's because they haven't really had anything to eat for some reason. Why is what in the open? Those cameras are just jiggling around. That's so funny to look at. Because I thought I designed it to just be outside. I guess I could have put it in its own building, but I thought it looked nicer on the just being outdoors. Okay. At least they're eating. We have CCTVs everywhere. We have a lot of CCTVs now. Okay. Oh, shoot. This is... Oh, no. Okay, hold on. I messed up. So, we pulled in the... One. I made a mistake, so... Hold on. Should... Okay, fill capacity, if we have any. But what it should have been is... This should have been medium sec. Right? And then these would have been min sec. So now it's messed up, and I gotta find a way to get rid of some of these min sec, because I don't have that min. I only have 40 min sec spaces. Yeah, I forgot to change it up. That's okay. They'll have to do their best. I'll find out where to put them somewhere. I just, you know, the easiest solution is if I can get them to, you know, go on parole, but a lot of them, the parole thing takes forever, and I've never seen this visitation room used yet. Like, legitimately, it says, like, oh, these families want to visit. But I'm like, okay, well, here's your visitation room. Why don't they use the visitation room? Can they destroy it? Oh, okay. I mean, I swear I've seen it before in a previous run, too. It's like, you're not wrong. I've seen it myself, but... For some reason in this timeline, it's just very difficult to get it to happen. I guess we need to build another min sec. Yeah, I think there's something stuck here. I don't know what. Let's dismiss it, and then we'll have them come back. How about that? That's probably the easiest solution. Let's let go of the boat, tell it to return, and we'll see if that fixes it. Okay. Okay, so we're down to 15 that are unassigned to a cell. I do have scheduled free time, yes. There's a lot of scheduled free time. Okay, we're gonna add a... I need a temporary holding cell area, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna expand this out, and we're gonna dump a holding cell here. I don't know where else to put them. Put a small fence gate in here. Maybe not this. Maybe not that one. Put a guard. Put a staff fence gate here. Yeah, I'm sure there's like a way to make it make more sense, but I mean, there's standard doors. Yeah, there's a public-facing door right here. Logistics transport. Okay, so here we go. Laundry distribution. Transport. Okay. This one will not take inbound prisoners or inbound deliveries or civilians or outbound items. Okay, that's basically just strictly for emergencies. This one, the top one will be for basically whatever just comes in. I want them to come in by boat. That's why I didn't want to use the helipad, but it's the only way to make this work. Okay, so hopefully this gets built out, and then I can adjust it. Okay. We're getting our 6 medium security prisoners incoming, hopefully soon. By the way, my game's TPS is starting to drop. I'm noticing the game is slowing down like I'm playing RimWorld. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Yeah, so I think that boat was just bugged. You're right. Dismissing it seems to have fixed the problem. Yeah, look at that. Now they're there. Wanting to see their loved ones before they get, you know, yeeted off into the void. Here, that one. I think this one's stuck. Just get rid of them. We'll just rehire them. And then let's get rid of this door too. Yeah, it was stuck. It's okay now. Because unfortunately what I have to do is because I'm out of space, and I don't know where to put these other prisoners, I'm just going to quickly build a holding cell to hold about 8 of them. It's not the best solution, but it is a functional solution for now. Also, I need to switch their... Okay, hold on. I need to do this. I've been meaning to do this because it's a bit of a mess. So medium security should not be eating at the same time as the other guys. So what I will do is I will extend their free time. But I need them... I need to swap it out, though. They need to eat here. Free time like this. I definitely should not be having them share yard time. Yeah, they need to swap yard time. I think we do... Minsec gets more free time, I think is fine. Worker free time, I think, will be for them. And then you want yard time, they'll have it in the morning. Yeah, I think this is okay. Kind of want to make sure the mid-sec, you know, aren't suffering, you know, aren't in the way. But I'll probably have them locked up for a little longer because we want to make them happy. Yeah, those villagers got stuck, unfortunately, so I had no choice but to purge them from existence, tragically. Okay, so now we're making a decent chunk of cash. What's the next one? All right, we're gonna do a shakedown. I want to shake them down. Once they're done to eat, I think once it's nighttime, we'll do a shakedown. Or once they're in lockup, we'll shake them down because we need to find the drugs. I know there's a bunch of drugs hanging around somewhere. I know they've got something. Shake it all down, all of it. I want to see all the drugs. Okay. Oh my god, look at all that. You know where it's coming in from? It's because whatever they're delivering is just coming in like crazy. Why is this broken? Why is this door stuck? That was weird. Okay. Yeah, so at least I know that works. Okay, let's take a look at... Fun fact, apparently the solitary confinement facility is not enough. In fact, the game is suggesting I make more solitary confinement facilities because there's just not enough here, which is kind of surprising. I don't know why that thing is broken, but I might have to expand this out a little bit more. 14 need to be in solitary, and I still don't have enough room in the holding cells. Should we start taking in higher end prisoners? Let's see. There's no maximum security prisoners available. The kitchen's not big enough. Yeah, I think the kitchen's big enough. It's the canteen's not big enough, right? Wait, 70 prisoners are without their own cell? That doesn't sound right. 70 prisoners are without their own cell. That's odd. Anyways, we're getting 4 more medium security, so we'll be fine. Also, this one does need some water, so why don't we run in some water there? Actually, you know what? You know how I can add more here? There's enough space. You know what? They don't need a bench. Get rid of the bench. You know what that bench is? You know what that space could be used for? More beds. More beds. It's gonna be super cramped in here. And then I need to put in some security tools, like a nice CCTV. Just put one here, put one here. And then I'm not so much of a savage that I'd force them to just be using the super thick beds. We'll just put like some normal beds like that. Perfect. Oh wow, there's a comfy bed. A luxury bed with a foam mattress for when we have Al Capone in our prison, but he is not. Oh, you do need a bench in here. Okay, just kidding. Haha, we'll put a bench back. Here. It's gonna be cramped, but they'll be okay. They'll survive. They'll survive if it's designed like this. Maybe, hopefully. It's gonna be terrible, but whatever. Okay. What is happening now? I hear violence. The prisoners do have mood, yes. So if you take a look at this guy, right? We can see his convictions. We can see his reputation and his mood. So right now, his mood is mostly normal, but occasionally bad. But he's in good condition. He's got very low chance. He's had no reform, and he's generally okay with being, held against his will. His health, however, is bad because he is addicted to drugs, and so we have to try to deal with the drug addictions at some point. But it hasn't been exactly a priority to make sure that their, drug problems are going away. Anyways, we got some visitors here that are landing, but as you can see, our visitation room's a little full here. Oh, I'm hearing fights again. Ah, the parole. I don't think Tom Hornick's parole hearing went well, as he's just went. Oh, geez, he's died. Is there a way to minimize our guards from killing people? I also love fake crab meat. Isn't it great? Fake crab meat is fantastic. Let's see, that's fine. This prison looks a little too basic. We need to make it look a little nicer. It's got to be more aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, it's just Pollock that's just been pressed into, the correct design, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Do we have work labor programs unlocked yet? Oh, we can't research that. I don't have a lawyer. Recycling incentive. Which doesn't really matter. Taser rollout, body armor. Expended rollout, non-lethal snipers. I guess we could give them work orders now. Let's see. What prisoner work programs exist for them? Okay, so workshop safety, kitchen safety, apprentice work, carpentry, foundation education. Pharmacological treatment of drug addiction, led by a doctor, 1 hour, requires a medical bed. Okay, so we can just do a bunch of these, and that will allow us to start getting rid of their drug addictions. Psychiatric consultation, alcoholics group therapy. Who actually does the laundry? What staff is it? Is it just janitors? I think it actually is janitors that do the laundry. I'll hire a few more janitors, and I guess we can probably put a kennel down somewhere too if we really wanted some dogs. But I don't think it's necessary right now. God, this room is so full. The staff are just perpetually pissed, by the way. I don't know how to fix that need. Maybe I do need a bigger staff break room at this point. I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to expand this out, and I can add a kennel, because I think the security room is fairly large as is. Like, I don't know if it needs to get any bigger than that. Gosh, there's no power here. I keep forgetting to run power at like all these buildings. I do love my fake crab meat though. You know what? I love fish balls. I love eating. Like I put fish balls in like almost every soup that I have, just because it's just delicious. It's also salty, obviously, which is a plus for me. Okay, that should be fine. These are all connected now. Perfect. Okay, so we're still good on power. The water problem's been quote-unquote solved. And now we can watch these overflow prisoners, rest carefully. How many medsec can we fill? Okay, we can definitely fill it all the way to capacity. We could take a Supermax prisoner. A Supermax prisoner, we'd probably want to have layered defenses so they can't escape, right? We don't want anyone to just walk out on us and try leaving when I didn't allow them to do so. So we'll consider that in the future, but I think right now we'll still focus on this tier. Oh my god, people keep dying. Who died now? What did you die of? Murdered by another prisoner. Okay, maybe medium security prisoners should not be sharing rooms with each other. Let's just do a shakedown. Oh god. What an interesting game. I don't know if I want to play this again in the future, but it is quite amusing. Also, the fact that every time I tap out, the music stops or sound stops is just annoying. Imitation crab you're eating is not particularly good, just comes apart right. I wonder how they pull it off. Maybe you just maybe you cooked it long. Cooking it long usually makes it nice and soft and tender. At least that's my interpretation. I have no idea how they're getting all these like random things that they can beat other prisoners with. God, I don't know how they're getting it. Where are they getting all of this stuff? It's strange. I don't understand. Let's expand this out. I need to add probably up to here. Yeah, that'll add us another set of whatever it's called. Okay, all I'm gonna say is having these CCTVs is so nice because apparently we can just see when the prisoners decide they're gonna go try punching the walls. Oh, someone did escape, by the way. Maybe we can stop them from escaping if I make the water so deep that it's impassable. Although I think they're still escaping regardless, which means I need more. I might need to do tunnel searches at some point. Yeah, I think we might need to do some tunnel searching. I don't know how they're getting out. It's very strange. Okay. It's different, just different pulls together, just in strips. It's okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just a really good brand. Is it an Asian brand or is it like a... Because I know like surimi crab sticks are like super popular, I think, in Canada too. Or like in French cuisine, it's super popular. Okay, so right now it's... Oh, okay, I see what's happening. So I need to make sure these guys eat up here, and then we'll give the medsec a little bit of free time at night. Should be fine. I want them to be, again, separated at all times. Minimize crossovers. That should be fine. Ah! Subsidence of the land has destroyed a section of our outer wall. You should have it repaired immediately. What a weird, annoying thing to happen. Or... Let's fix that up. Come on, button, have the packaging. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure you'll be fine. Oh, shoot, the wall actually broke. This prisoner could escape if he really wanted, but I think since he's crazy, he's not gonna leave. He's just fine vibing there. Mr. Scales. Yeah, they'll slowly become less insane over time. Okay, we're gonna do nutrition, inmate nutrition resource. Oh, geez. Tool cleanup. It's fine. And that's immediately completed. Assign 3 prisoners to work in the laundry, 3 in the kitchen, and 3 in the cleaning cupboard. We don't have a cleaning cupboard. We don't have a laundry. We don't have... Oh, we have a kitchen, but we don't have a cleaning cupboard. We could build a school, or we could get dog handlers or make a bigger cell block. I don't know why this thing takes forever to build, by the way. Like, I've been trying to determine this. Is this just impossible to fix? I don't understand. It requires an entrance. There's literally a wall here. Okay, let's get rid of this wall here. Maybe this will fix it. I have no idea why this building is just like the worst one to build. Seems like every day there's another riot. What are they mad about? Okay. They're concerned about their food needs. Some of them are unhappy that they can't get their food meat net. They're mad about their luxuries, and they definitely want some of their privacies, but there's no privacy for them. You know what? I have an idea. Maybe I'll be a little nicer. Let's give them slightly better food. How about that? Needs. Oh, wait, staff needs. Here we go. Even staff need to use the toilet whenever they're on break. Oh, okay. So the toilet. Okay, so I see. Staff need to eat and will only do so in staff canteens or staff rooms. Food will be delivered to your staff to... Okay. I see. So that's the problem. I need a dedicated staff area. So, because right now that's their problem, that they can't complete the need of using whatever they gotta do. I don't know if I can mark it as a room. And it's gotta be staff only? Oh, here. So if I do this... Right, I think that's probably what it has to be. So now they're able to use the toilet. Okay, so now their needs here are being met. Good, so that's one problem solved. There's one toilet for some 50 workers. But I still need to find a way to make a place for them to eat. Okay, so I see. This is how we do this. We'll assign the orderlies over here as well. And we can also assign guards to specific rooms. I want at least 3 guards here. And... Okay. Yeah, so you can even mark like specific areas too. Insane only criminally insane will be committed here, which is fine. Visitors only on this section. Only them and staff. Yeah. So there's actually a lot of ways to do this. Okay, I'm learning how this works again, which is great. Still don't know why this is not able to be built. This is like the weirdest thing. And then I'd probably just build higher security somewhere at some point. But yeah, look at the guards just walking into their cells for some reason. No idea if that's necessary. Okay. Another escapee. Okay, I don't know where these tunnels. Okay, we're gonna do a tunnel search. All right, find me my tunnels. Can't let this happen again. We're also finding a lot of other weird stuff too. We found a pen. Get rid of that tunnel. I don't know where that tunnel came from, but that's concerning me. Okay. Let's get the last stack. We got 6 more MedSec coming in. Will keep us more, give us more money. Our cash flow is still a little rough. Yeah, I still don't know what to do. Like the hygiene, sure. I guess because these guys don't have a shower, which is also kind of annoying them. But also they keep getting into fights constantly. Yeah. I'm sure I played this incorrectly. I'm sure there's like a bajillion ways I could fix this, but I think for now, this prison's not the worst thing I'm sure most people have ever seen. It functions, there's a regime, you know, there's a MinSec and Max and MedSec schedule, and obviously the criminally insane kind of do their own thing. But we don't talk about that, they're just kind of vibing in their own corner. But it seems like every 5 seconds there might just be a fight. Now I think there is actually gangs, but I don't think any of these guys are in gangs. But something to keep in mind, I think. So now it should be the MinSec eating, and that should be filling the rest of this need. Let's see if this works the way I think it does. There we go. Everyone's coming down, sitting down, eating, and the need is about 91% filled. So I think that's a good amount. It's Transocean Simply Surimi Flake. Okay, so that is like a Western brand, probably a French or American brand. So we make a lot of money if we add a death row to the prison. I don't want to add a death row to the prison. I think I'm fairly happy with how this prison turned out. Should I play Prison Architect in the future? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I was surprised to see Prison Architect won the vote, quite frankly, which was very surprising. But I think next week we'll guarantee Star Sector for the people that have been eagerly waiting for Star Sector to return. So Waifu Sector next week, and XCOM and RimWorld, and I think we'll do Tuesday as the funny vote day next week. Okay, I'm getting a little tired. Thankfully I have the day off tomorrow, so I'm not going to stream any longer than this. I think this is a good place to stop. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. If you do want to see me play more Colony City Builders, let me know. I know I just kind of yap about the game and not really anything else while I'm doing these, which is kind of the unfortunate part, because I kind of get locked into hyper focus in this game, and it's kind of hard for me to talk about other topics, which is the really crazy bit about these games, I swear. Like, you're just getting my stream of consciousness as I'm playing, rather than like actual entertaining thoughts. RimWorld, I've played so many hours that I can talk about other things while I play RimWorld. But when it comes to some of these other colony builders, I'm so focused on trying to get the mechanics down that it's hard for me to yap about anything else but the game. I'm sorry. One day I'll get better. Anyways, We'll go raid Bunsenberry, the Filipino VTuber playing the Resident Evils. So thank you for joining. Say hi. I will be playing Final Fantasy XIV probably all day tomorrow, so I can actually progress through the MSQ, so people can stop yelling at me that I didn't finish the MSQ. You know who you are. I'm gonna work on this MSQ. Anyways, have a good night, everyone. Rest well. We'll do RimWorld on Monday, and we'll continue the magical saga of our winter shenanigan adventures. And maybe I'll show off some of the photos I took when I was in Canada, because I meant to share some of them, but I kind of forgot. I'll share them next week. Good night and goodbye. Thank you.